In what may be the hottest year in history, scientists have recorded radical changes to the permafrost in Antarctica.
The Pandora virus, a so-called giant virus with the largest genome size ever recorded.
The crabs also display increased aggression, even towards larger predators.
A striking new weather anomaly has claimed many coastlines around the world. NASA is examining these clouds to figure out...
We've detected large amounts of an organic composite. So far, the sample doesn't match any of the DNA records we've compared it with.
We all saw it. Those creatures coming out of the sea on that oil rig.
The president has declared a national emergency.
It's obvious that what we're dealing with here is a biological weapon. As of today, we are at war.
It's taking their minds. I saw them walk right into the sea. Thousands of people. Thousands.
The mist is gone, but the city is dead. The roads are broken. You must join one of the havens. Do not attempt to survive on your own.
And good evening, folks. And we are back on Saturday. After not streaming last week. Hey, Katie. How you doing? Thanks for joining, Katie. Kind of late over there, I know. Hey, King. Good evening. Hope you guys are having a good weekend so far. Yeah. Sorry I didn't get to stream last weekend, Saturday and Sunday. As I kind of mentioned, had a little household emergency that prevented me from streaming. So glad to get back to it tonight. Glad to resume Phoenix Point, which we played two Saturdays ago. And this is only our third stream of it. So, you know, still working out the kinks and shaking off the rust, I guess. But still learning the game. Still not sure if I'm going to commit to a full campaign, but so far what I have played I'm enjoying. Still feel like I have a lot to learn, but you know, we're continuing. Katie says, good. You? I'm doing okay, Katie. Doing much better this weekend than last weekend so far, that's for sure. Alright, so let's see where our saves are. By the way, King, how's your weather down there today? This weekend, we've had a lot of rain here. It finally stopped raining this evening, but it rained all day yesterday and rained again today. Should be nice tomorrow, though. 59, 2200. That looks like the right save. Let's load that one. Sunny and hot. Good. Yeah, I know there's a hurricane forming on the other side of the Gulf from where you are, I guess, right? Because you're on the west side of the state, right? So hopefully, I guess that didn't affect anything, you know, where you guys are. Katie said, I think there's a bit of dust in my GPU. I have to take a proper look tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, I remember last night, Katie, you said you had a rattle you were trying to trace down. Did you get to look at that today or no? Alrighty. So last weekend, I think we took a mission into this one of the three other factions in the game. We went to this New Athens haven, which is controlled by the Synedrion faction. And one thing I'm going to have to get used to in this game that I didn't have to worry about in XCOM is just straight up politics, apparently. So we're making contacts with other human settlements run by these three major factions. King says no, didn't affect us at all. Good. Okay. But apparently have to manage relationships between these factions, political, for political reasons, for military reasons, for trade purposes. And we've only met one of them, but we also unlocked a lot of other undiscovered points. And one of the key things they said in this in this game is exploration. So basically, scan, explore, scan, explore. So right now, our dropship, which they call the Manticore, which apparently is one of 2 we can build. We went to New Athens last week, had a good mission. Got one of our soldiers hurt, but I think she came out of it okay, and has, I believe she's healed up since then. We'll have to take a look at the roster and see where our soldiers are. We still only have 5 soldiers. All 5 of them are on the dropship here. And one of the other key things is that I'm going to be looking to figure out how to recruit more soldiers, because we're clearly going to need more soldiers than 5 to get through even the early part of the campaign, I'm guessing, knowing how these kind of games play. So I got to figure out how to do the recruitment stuff. I don't really know that part yet. Let's take a look at our soldiers, see where they are. So this is our heavy soldier, Tiny. He had a pretty good mission last week. You know, I also don't know how to see their stats. I remember in XCOM you could go and look at your soldiers and see exactly how many kills they had and how many missions they participated in. I don't know how to do that yet in this game. But I do remember last week we got pretty much all our soldiers leveled up to the next level. So he's level 2. He got a melee attack. I'd be interested to see how that works. Bash and melee attacks deal 50% more damage. Yeah, punch him in the face, right? Save ammo. So, heavy training and... King says, guess you haven't named soldiers yet? No, I have not yet, King. Excuse me 1 second. We can actually do some of that tonight, though. We have a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like 9 volunteers right now who would like soldiers named after them. Your name is on the list, King. Now, I had been saying I was going to do it in order, first come, first serve. But if they're not here, you know, then I guess they can't complain, I guess, really. So, yeah, I mean, we can sign you up a soldier tonight. And anybody else who shows up who wants a soldier, I think we can do that tonight. So if you're interested, King, we'll pick you a soldier. So let me see. So we got our heavy Tiny here. Let me see. Do we have any equipment to give these guys right now? Now, I remember building some new equipment last week. Sounds good? Okay, good. All right. So we built some new equipment last week to hand out because all our soldiers saw combat last week and, you know, used up some ammo. We used a couple grenades, so I had to build some new grenades, some spare grenades, some new ammo magazines. So if I remember correctly, all these guys are pretty much loaded up. So here's our heavy Tiny. This is our new sniper, Redgrave. That's a nice name. So anybody else who's watching, Katie, you or anybody else, if you're interested in participating in the campaign, I'll put you on the list, and we can have a soldier named for you to go through the campaign. And my only caveat is I will try to keep you alive as best I can. So let me see. He has his Phoenix sniper rifle. He's got actually Firebird sniper rifle, they call it, and Cypher handgun, which, if I remember correctly, he took out a pretty good target with a handgun last week. Well, actually, it's the week before, I believe. So we think we have a pretty decent sniper. Daffy's and Husky were our main snipers last campaign in XCOM last year. So I got him a spare handgun magazine, spare rifle magazine, a backup grenade that he's not using. Does have a med kit. Okay. And his basic armor. We don't really have any new armor. Looks like a lot of equipment left for us to kind of unlock and build. So I'm going to want to look at that. And then we have our 3 assaults. So Lisa Claire. Again, we'll be renaming soldiers as people, you know, claim them. So she's got her Ares assault rifle. She was the one who got hurt last week. She took a pretty nasty shot in the front line. In fact, let's see. What is her actual stats? Oh, she's full health, full stamina. She's ready to rock and roll. Okay. She's in good shape. And let me see who else. We had Bave Jack, which is an odd name. I keep thinking his first name should be Jack, but we can rename him anyway. And what is he carrying? He's got his Ares assault rifle. He's got a Phoenix grenade and a med kit, and he's got a spare grenade and magazine in his backpack. Okay. And then our last assault, Damien, who did pretty good last week. I remember him having a pretty good kill. I really need to figure out how to look up there. Name him Carl. Yeah, sounds good. Oh, King, also, by the way, I just found out City Skylines for PC is... well, actually, you play on console. Never mind. I was going to say City Skylines for PC is now part of Xbox Game Pass for PC. I just noticed it when I was starting up the Game Pass app tonight because, you know, I'm playing this off of Game Pass. All right. But yeah, they took away City Skylines for console. All right. So he has, let's see, assault rifle, grenade, med kit, and then a spare grenade and a spare magazine. Hope I'm giving them enough spare ammo. I mean, they haven't been using more than 1 clip per mission so far, so I think that's okay. And looks like we have quite a few clips in reserve. Yeah, we got plenty of spare ammo on base. Yeah, I don't know how much ammo to expect. I mean, we haven't really had heavy enough missions for me to know how much additional ammo they're going to, you know, have to be equipped with as they encounter tougher missions. King says, you streaming Cities tomorrow? I haven't decided yet, King. Good possibility, though. All right, let's see. Is there anything else? What do I have here? Oh, customization. So yeah, in addition to renaming our soldiers, we can actually customize their physical appearance as well. And Spud Muffin with the raid! Party of 7! Hey, Spud! And welcome to the viewers of Spud Muffin's channel. Try that again. So shout out for our friend Spud Muffin. And Lord Afro, hello and welcome. Nice emote, Spud. Looks like something we're going to try to shoot in the face tonight. Was shaking. Not too much, man. How you doing? How was your stream tonight, Spud? And what were you streaming? We're just getting started here, so nothing's missed yet. Spud says, really good. Just finished Shadow. Oh, you beat Shadow Warrior too. Nice. Okay. All right. So those Ginsu knives, I guess, took you to glory, huh? That's pretty cool. I wish I could have seen the end of it. That sounds cool. How'd you like it? Are we shooting aliens, mutants, demons, or all of the above? Probably all of the above. We're still trying to figure out exactly what we're shooting at. Last weekend, we shot other humans. We actually had a human opposition last weekend. Well, not last weekend because I didn't stream last weekend, but the last time we streamed. Lord Afro says limb cutting fun, nice. Yeah, that game is has some pretty wicked weapons in it. I tell you that. Spud says Shadow Warrior 2 is so vulgar and mindless. Fun change of pace. Yeah, it seemed like a lot of fun when I was watching you play it. That was good. I'm glad you beat it. Is there a Shadow Warrior 3? And if it exists, is it in your future, do you think? All right. So we know our equipment's done. I don't think I had any more training to give out. Let me just double check. 6 points, 11 squad points. Oh, I do. My sniper needs training. Look at that. I didn't level up my sniper. Okay. So we do have a couple more housekeeping items to do before I take on the next mission. All right, let's see. So we leveled up our sniper to level 2 last week. He gets extreme focus. Overwatch cost is reduced by 1 action point. That sounds nice. And what can we give him? What's effective for a sniper, I wonder? Maybe speed? Give him a little bit more mobility? Willpower. What is this? See, the other thing is willpower. I don't know what his special ability is. Strength. I don't know if strength is that important for a sniper. It doesn't seem like it would be. Let me give him an extra point for speed. Give him a little bit more range of motion. Maybe get him set up in more effective positions in the middle of battles. And I'm going to give him willpower. Willpower always goes to their class ability, even though I don't know what the sniper's class ability is yet. We're still learning. All right, so we'll do that. Let me see who else needs level up. So I think we already leveled up Lisa Claire. I think I gave her strength because that ends up mapping to more hit points. More health for her, basically. Because she took some nasty hits last week. I thought we were going to lose her, or last stream, rather. But she survived. And let's see. Jack. I already leveled him up. And Damien already leveled him up. Matter of fact, I think, if I remember correctly, I made a little mistake with Damien. I dipped into the Phoenix points, this is like points that can be used for the entire squad or the entire base. And I was trying to just use the soldiers' points that they earned. From what I'm reading, what you want to try to do is save your Phoenix points to be used as you bring new recruits on board. That way they have a ready pool of points that you can level them up with when needed. Spud says Damien has a heroic mustache. Yeah, that he does. You appreciate some fine mustache craft, Spud? Yeah, so I accidentally, when I gave him some extra leveling last week, I dipped into the squad points by accident. But I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing. I didn't realize until I went back and was looking through the VOD later and I saw what I did. I was like, oops, didn't mean to do that. But, we're still learning. But yeah, give you a better look. He doesn't just have an epic mustache or a heroic mustache there, Spud, but he's rocking the full heroic beard, I guess, as well. All right, so this is our squad so far. King, since you're actually here, do you see any one of these soldiers you think you might be interested in taking over? Again, we have 3 main classes: heavy, assault, and sniper. And we can assign you any one of them and rename them for you and customize their full appearance. right. So if King's hanging out there still while he's thinking about that, let's take a look and see what else we can do. So in our base, we started some construction projects last week. So we started with training facility and a food production facility because we're right now running, according to this stat, a food deficit. So this negative number means that we are consuming food slightly faster than we're producing it. So we definitely need basically to up our food production. King says here, okay. Yeah, I was just asking King if you're interested in any one of the soldiers that we have. We'll take a look at them and if you want one, we can assign you right now. All right, let me see what else is going on. Production and research is in progress. Okay. Let me see. So, real quick. Well, let's go look at the personnel right now, King. So, yeah, like I said, we have our heavy class, Tiny. We have a sniper, this guy, Davith. And then we have 3 assaults. Hook you up? All right. So, do you have a preference between any of these 5 soldiers so far? Like I said, 3 assaults, 1 sniper, 1 heavy. Spud says, can you break walls in this game? Yep. You'll choose Tiny. Okay. So, how we can do this, King? We can just say the King if you want. Let me see. Do I have enough?
Kojo622.
And Zykes with the resub. Hey, Zykes. Thanks a lot, man. Welcome, Zykes. How you doing? 8 months. Appreciate the support. How you feeling, Zykes? Spud says, if yes, heavy. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Yeah. Zykes says, good. You? Doing okay, Zykes. Good to see you, man. King says, that looks good, except I totally butchered the spelling here. We can do that, or we can just do this. And do you want any change in his name? You want to give him a different first or last name, King? We could actually, even if you're interested, his first name is Adrian. That's kind of weak sauce, right? Actually, I shouldn't say that. Adrian's a nice name. We could make his first name Tiny. Go without the numbers, okay. We could actually do that. Good to see you, Zykes. I hope you're staying safe, and I hope the job is still going well. How you making out with the job there? You think you should call Carl? We can do that. Carl. So by default, his name came in as Alviso. Do you want to change it? Zyke says, good, really loving the remote work, still nice. Yeah, we're kind of all doing remote work now, or at least a lot of us anyway. Leave the name, okay. All right. You kind of like the shaved head and all that, King? We can actually change a lot of stuff. We can add facial hair. We can probably change his, let's see, this says head 1. Let's just sample some of the other ones and see what else looks like. We can actually change his look completely. Fine as is. All right, we'll leave him with that. All right, no changes. Welcome, King. First man on board. And you kind of look like him. Oh, nice. All right. So, yeah, the only thing is with, and I wish I could customize his armor and stuff. Actually, I think I can. Let me go back and check one other thing. We can change his armor. Let me see. Primary color 1, secondary color 1. Let's see what the other colors just look like, just for fun. Oh, you're welcome, King. Thank you. Okay, so I see this part customizes his armor in these areas. King, do you have a favorite color? And then this same thing in secondary areas, I see. You like blue? Okay. Let's see. Maybe we can go with, let me see, number 3 blue. Any other blues? 14 blue. Hey, Husky! Welcome, Husky. How you doing? And let me see what about the secondary colors here. So that's almost the same, slightly different. 3 look sharp? Okay. Husky, we just handed out our first soldier. Husky says, I'm good but sleepy. Okay. Spud says, but customizing only makes losing them more painful. Yeah. Funny how that works, isn't it? We could do like that, King. If you want. Or maybe blue and white. I don't know. There's no other shades of blue, it doesn't look like. For a secondary. Maybe that. That's kind of bright, though. Alright, tell you what. I'm going to leave him like this for now. If you want any changes, let me know. Let me see. There's also patterns. So what do we get? Like camo and stuff? It looks good. Okay. All right, I'll leave it the way it was, but I'm just kind of going through these just to see what they look like because this is our first time doing it. Okay. Kind of like that. And I'm sure as we get more advanced armor, we'll get other options, but... Alright, that's what he looks like. Alright, so there's King, he's first man on board. So Husky, we're handing out soldiers for people who are on the list who said they wanted one, so since you're here, we could actually give you one now if you want it, or we could, you know, wait till we have some other soldiers, because right now we only have 5 total. But we're definitely going to have to be recruiting some new soldiers as soon as we can. Husky says, you know I'm all about that snipe life. Okay. So we got 1 sniper. So we got this dude. Redgrave, he's being called. And, so how you want to do it, Husky? What? Executioner? You want him to be called Executioner? We could make that his nickname. We could just call him... We could do this. How to do that? There we go. Does that fit? It actually fits. You dig it. All right. Cool. Or... Let me see something else. Not quite. I was trying to do something cute with the X in Executioner, but I can't quite make it work. All right, I'll leave it the way it is. If you think of a different way to do it, let me know. I can change it. And if I can spell, there we go. So let me see. So this guy is head number 10. Let's just take a look at his looks and just see if there's any other changes you might prefer. So he started as number 10. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excuse me. Like the mutton chops he's got going there. Any of those float your boat, Husky? Executioner. You like number 9? This guy? Okay. Let me see his hair. That's kind of a funky hair. What is that? He's got cornrows going on there? I don't know what that is. So he's number 4. You like 8? We'll go 8. All right. And let's see, facial hair 6 with the mutton chops, or oh wow, that's kind of epic. Look at that. You like that one too? It didn't. It just jumped right out, didn't it? Number 7. All right, we'll leave it there. All right, so just like with King, how about his armor? Of course, he's barely wearing armor. He looks like he's wearing almost like a Matrix coat. Dark green? Okay. See if we can find a dark green. Number 4 is green, but that's not particularly dark. Number 7's kind of like a drab. Number 9 is, I guess, a little darker. I don't know. This seems a bit about as... Oh, you like 4. Okay, we'll go with that. All right, let me see about secondary. It started at 1. We go 4 and 4. Or is that too much green? See what else we got. Green and white. Wow. Okay. 10. So like green and black, or kind of dark gray, I guess. All right, cool. And actually, I can see these patterns better on your uniform than I could on King's. You like 6. Got it. All right, there he is. GG Husky. And that's what you look like with the helmet. Right now we only have the one helmet to give you, but plaid. Is that, I guess it is plaid, you're right. Actually, that looks pretty cool. I like that. All right, cool. Thanks, Husky. Let me try Zyke's suggestion. He said, let's see if we can fit it. XC. Cute, shouldn't it? Does fit. It's up to you though, Husky. If you like it the traditional way, we can leave it either way. All right. You're good with being adorable? Got it. All right. So we got King with our heavy and Husky with our sniper. And we still have 3 assaults to hand out, and I still got to get some more recruits. All right, so that's where we are. Thank you, guys. All right, so I used to say when we played XCOM, you know, welcome, you know, thank you for volunteering to defend our way of life here on planet Earth. But apparently in this scenario, our way of life has been severely disrupted due to this pandemic thing, ironically, in the game. So we're trying to restore our way of life, I guess. All right, so 2 construction projects. Let me see what else. We had a research project going on. Actually, we have a whole queue of research in progress. What's this we're working on? Haven Trade Protocols. Oh, so this is researching how to trade with our neighbors, I guess. King says, glad I can help. Thanks, King. All right. So we're doing some research on that faction, Synedrion, or we will be. This is what's coming up next. Reverse engineering the weapons that we took off of the enemies we fought last week, the human enemies we were talking about. They were kind of, I don't know if you want to call them terrorists, but they were some kind of spies. And they were escaping, they were trying to escape this faction Synedrion with some stolen tech. And basically to curry favor with Synedrion, we intercepted them and wiped them out. And we got their weapons that we're reverse engineering. Hopefully that gives us better weapons tech. And we still have to autopsy the creatures we killed the previous week. Alright, so all that's in the queue. What did we complete? Phoenix Archives, Atmospheric Analysis. Basically analyzing the plague and recruitment protocols. This is basically how we can recruit soldiers from other havens. So that's already unlocked. Alright, so I don't have to do anything more with that. We just have to find recruits. Alright, so we have a number of items we can manufacture, but this is all the stuff we just handed out. There's nothing new here right now. And this is the part I have to get used to, diplomacy. We got politics involved. Yuck. But we've only found one faction, excuse me, Synedrion. And they, so far, kind of like us because we killed their enemies last week. And we still have to discover the other two factions and make contact with them. And then we got a great big built-in wiki that I'm not going to bore anybody with reading on stream, but I have to make some time to read that more offline. Okay, so we have two current objectives. We have to find was basically one of our bases, a Phoenix base in Eastern Asia, and we uncovered that with one of our research projects last week. That's kind of to the far west. That looks like that's in northern India. What used to be northern India, I guess. Katie said, oh yeah, still need to look up that clip from last night. Yeah, I actually made it as a highlight, Katie, because the clip that I made during the stream didn't actually have the accident in it. But if you look through the highlights, it should be the latest one. All right, and so what Katie's talking about, guys, last night we were driving OMSI, the bus simulator, and I completely wiped out a cop car last night. I mean, it was an accident. I didn't do it on purpose, but I bumped this cop car, and it literally went flying into the air and came down in somebody's front yard. I mean, it was like, serious ragdoll physics. I mean, I never saw that happen in OMSI before, so had to make a clip of that. It was pretty spectacular. And I probably should have went to jail last night. All right. So in the meantime, before we get there, we have a number of other unexplored sites. These sites are kind of in the red, which I believe this is kind of the contagion that's taken over, and it's slowly making, it's originating, from what I understand, in the I know, King. I know. I shocked myself last night, King. But it originates in the ocean, but it's slowly encroaching on the coastline. So I don't know if it's safe for us to actually conduct missions in this area. But my point is, we have an objective to get to our one of our old bases here. Probably uncover some new tech and knowledge. Oh no, I take that back. This is the Symes retreat. This is our second objective. This is the one we know about. We still have to find something called our Eastern Asian base. So that's the other direction, probably. So it could be any one of these exploration sites that we haven't been to yet. All right, so before we go to this place, we can kind of find, explore any of these other locations. So why don't we do that? Before we do that, let me double check to make sure I did hand out all my skill points to all the soldiers. Make sure they're properly leveled up. Yeah, everybody looks fine. All right. So let me see. We've been here. We've been here. We have not been in any of these other locations. Let's take a look at this one. Exploration site, Aftermath. Our operatives have discovered an unsettling sight. On a hill near the ruins of a burned-down haven, 8 New Jericho soldiers have been beheaded. Whoa. Their heads still wearing their helmets. God. Have been placed on spikes. It's impossible to know what happened here, but it can't have been good. Wow. That's ugly. So... yeah, that doesn't sound like something our known, you know, sea creature enemies would probably do. This must be one of the other 2 political factions we haven't uncovered yet. And they sound like fanatics. God, they're beheading people? Beheading soldiers at that. So let me see. It says New Jericho soldiers. So let me see. We have 3 options for response. Inform New Jericho of our discovery. Hey, free helmets. Wow, that's cold. Inform the other factions of our discovery, suggesting New Jericho committed an atrocity here. But we don't know the other factions, so I don't think that's a legitimate action for us yet. We only know New Jericho. Or do we? Actually, no. New Jericho is not one of the ones. What's the faction we know is Synedrion. I don't think we know New Jericho, so... I'm not quite sure what to do here. Sorry, Husky, I missed what you said. You said he scored 3 points. That's how much air he got on that sucker. 3-point shot with the cop car, right. Yeah. All right. I'm not proud, though, Husky. I'm not proud. All right, so this sounds like a first contact situation to me. I say we go to the source and ask him. Before we accuse them of anything, why don't we go to the source and ask him, hey, did you do this, and why? All right, message from New Jericho thanks us for the information and asks us to bury the soldiers' remains. There is no comment as to what the soldiers may have been doing. New Jericho's attitude to the Phoenix Project +4, so they're apparently grateful that we told them that? So I'm a little confused. I don't know if they did that to their own soldiers or if somebody else did that. Okay, so out of respect, we bury their soldiers. Is that it? No combat, no scavenging, no anything else? Alright, so I guess we just get some political points out of that. Let's take a look at diplomacy, see what we get now. So... we got Synedrion here. Oh, they have a mission for us, actually. I didn't notice that the first time. So they want us to sabotage the Disciples of Anu Haven. Their energy generation capacity. Well, we don't even know the Disciples of Anu. I don't think we want to do that. Alright, so who do we have? Synedrion, Disciples of Anu, and... What did they call them? I forgot the name of the other one that quick. Let me just look real quick. Who are the factions? Let's see. All right. Yeah, it's going to take me some time to kind of get the specifics down, I guess. All right. But we've only made contact with the one faction. I guess that's the only one that's listed here. All right. Let's keep exploring. Maybe we'll turn up the other one. Is there anything I can do here? No, nothing else I can do there. Let's check the next closest site, see what we can find. Actually, let's go a little bit more east, because we are looking for another base in East Asia.
Research complete.
Alright, so in the meantime, we completed Haven Trade Protocols. Blah, blah, blah. The sad truth is, in today's atmosphere of fear and paranoia, well, that sounds familiar, we will have to establish good relations with the Haven's leadership and show that we're not potential swindlers or raiders before they consider engaging in trade with us. We can now trade resources with the Havens. Okay. King says, Kojo, if we're watching you on PC, how do we see this accident of yours? You would have to go to my videos page from Twitch and look for clips. Well, actually, it's in highlights. To be honest, I can probably just pull it up real quick. Let me see. Yeah, it should actually say videos right at the top of my stream page. And then under there, there's highlights. But I will actually pull it up right now and put the URL in chat. There it is. Like I said, I'm not proud though, King. It just surprised the hell out of me. Alrighty. So let me see. We are scanning. We're trying to scan. Let's continue to let the clock run. Oh, you're welcome, King. Phoenix base discovered. Oh, we found it. So that's our first objective. You have located a Phoenix base and have brought it back online. So we have 2 bases up and running now. Well, we have it up anyway, or we can access it. Let's take a look at our bases. So now we're base 1 that we just came from, that we're doing construction and all that kind of stuff. But now we have base 2. Base 2 includes a secondary aircraft. And I think that allows us to... Hey, True Quaker! Good evening, welcome. Yeah, sorry, tickets are offline, Quaker. Doing okay, Quaker. How about yourself? How was work today? Crazy as last week? Finally ready to see this game, thanks. Yeah, same here, especially since I didn't get to stream it last week. Alright, so I think one of the advantages is having a second aircraft is, I think you can do twice as much exploration. Like we can send our troops in one ship, and I think the other ship can just be, you know, go around and, I believe, just do scanning and exploration. But I'm not sure about that, and I'm also not sure what it's going to take to get it online. So I have to figure out how that works. Glad to be here, says Quaker. Glad to have you here, Quaker. Quaker says, good day at work. Very busy. Yesterday broke our record for the restaurant. Nice. Yeah, it seems to be every week occurrence now, Quaker. Seems like every week you guys break your records. All right, so we just discovered our second base, and let's see what else we got in here. Do we have power? We have to repair the power generation facility, so it's not actually active. What does it take to repair it? Let's click it and find out. It costs us 108 material and 22 tech. And we have 428 material and 190 tech. Let me double check that. Is that right? That's materials and tech, right? Okay. So let me see. This base has stores. It has a med bay, has an access lift, has a training facility. Oh, we're actually building a training facility in our first base. If I'd have known we were going to uncover this one, I wouldn't have expended the resources to do it. I would have just resurrected this one. So it makes sense for us to build, to repair our power generation. I mean, I don't know. What does this cost to repair? 70 material and 28 tech. That doesn't seem to be that expensive. But this probably won't do us any good till we get power generation back online. Excuse me. So let's go ahead and do it. That'll take 2 days in game time. Okay. Once that's done, we'll see about repairing training facility. Again, on our first base, we're building a training facility. Can I cancel that if I wanted to? Looks like I can. I can just demolish. I don't know if that wastes or return the resources, though. Hey, Donna. How you doing, Donna? Quaker says, we're lucky to be doing so well during this pandemic. Yeah, sounds like it, Quaker. And Quaker, you had a project, I think, last week or the week before. Well, it wasn't last week because I didn't stream. Where you were cutting parchment paper and stuff for work. I hope that all worked out. All right. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and let this run. I'm not sure if it's worth it for us to cancel this project because even though we have this secondary base now, this project, I mean, this might take even longer, you know, to repair this facility as it does for us to complete construction of the new facility. So I don't see a reason to change our course of action or our primary base yet. All right, so we got our second base online. Or we're trying to get it online. At least we know where it is now. All right, so that's one objective marked off. Now our other objective immediately is to proceed to the Symes retreat. Our ancient base, our legacy base, kind of before the end time struck Earth, I guess. But we have another objective: find Phoenix Base, Western Asia. All right, so it paid off for us to double back this way, apparently. Let's see where we can go to now. We could explore a little bit further east if we wanted, I guess. Before we double back and head west. So let me see. If I take a course this way, this is not in the red mist yet. This one is not in the red mist yet, but do I have to go through the red mist to navigate further west? Something tells me we don't want to be inside the mist. At least not at low level like we are now. Quaker said, ooh, yeah, I cut 1,000 pieces of parchment. It's all finished. Kojo, you got a really good memory. Yeah. Not a bad memory for an old man. Yeah, I have my moments, King. Don't ask me how I remember that. Well, that's good, Quaker. I'm glad to hear you survived the attempt anyway. Actually, we can go directly to this location. We don't have to navigate through this waypoint. Okay. Or we can just kind of go north and go around it this way. We could also go directly to the Symes retreat. It looks like. But, you know, we have so much uncovered or unexplored stuff. Let's check it out. Let's go this way. See what we get. The reshaping of animals. Exploration site. The Manticore has encountered what at first appears to be an Anu religious procession, but is in fact a scientific expedition. We have come to seek understanding of the divine principles that guide the reshaping of animals. The reshaping of animals, that must be the mutations that we're coming across. Because apparently the creatures that we're fighting, it was discovered that they're made up of both human and animal DNA combined, which is disturbing. Alright, let me see what else. The Agnostes leading the expedition tells our operatives to understand why Claw replaces hand, why I become Stalk, yikes. It is only one step on a long road, of course, but how else will we reach enlightenment? So we can assist the expedition, we can sabotage the expedition, we can let them proceed. That sounds like worthy research to me, because we need to understand more about our enemy. Zyke says, human and animal DNA combined? Cat girls are canon in Phoenix Point. No, we haven't seen cat girls yet. Zyke, so far the enemies that we've been seeing are all hybrid sea creatures. They look like giant crustaceans so far. So what the lore is that when the plague hit, some mysterious force caused large populations of humans to be drawn to the ocean, and they all just kind of went and walked into the ocean. And when they came out, they were basically mutated into these sea creature looking things. So that's so far all we really know. But to me, this sounds like research that we should encourage, because we need answers like this. So let's assist the expedition and see what happens. Alright, so we just gained 50 research points ourselves. Disciples of Anu, +4 attitude there, but we just kind of borked ourselves with New Jericho. And now they're -4. They're kind of mad that we did the research, I guess? Ancient aliens, yeah. Pictures of a man with the head of a dog must mean there were dog people. You talking about like those ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs and stuff? Quaker? Alright, so yeah, I mean, I don't know how to play the politics in this game yet. So, alright. So that's where we are there. No action? I guess we're done here. Alright. So... Actually, we haven't scanned this area. Let's do a scan while we're here. How do I do that again? I'm trying to remember. Oh, I don't have any area scan remaining. I can't scan here. Alright, never mind.
Research complete.
Alright, so in the meantime, we ticked off another point of research, Synedrion. So this is the one faction we've explored already, or made contact with already. An amalgamation of several political movements with roots in social ecology, anarcho-syndicalism, ooh, that's a mouthful, and similar belief systems, built on a strong opposition to hierarchies. Synedrion is egalitarian and radically democratic. Radically democratic, okay. Decisions made via public assembly. Despite this, certain more prominent individuals do exist, and two streams of thought have begun to crystallize. I'm not going to read all that. The current official goal of Synedrion is finding a way of coexisting within the new ecosystem, but their goal is being challenged from within. All right. So, sounds like they're trying to form a modern democratic society, but they're having a little unrest from within, I guess. And they're trying to basically roll with the punches and adapt to, the new reality, I guess. So with that, we gain 150 tech, apparently. All right, cool. And we're done there. Close. There we go. Come on, game. You can do it.
Synedrian was built on a dream. A world without hierarchies, without leaders, where human beings could embrace the potential of technology without its destructive side effects. The radicals of the old world had been proven right. The status quo could not sustain itself. But what now? What was the next step? Some argued for coexistence with the Pandoran ecosystem, hoping for a peaceful solution. Others advocated putting humanity before nature and claiming the planet for themselves. Trusting in the safety of their havens, the people of Synedrian argued about the best way forward. But the Pandora virus had little interest in their arguments, and its power was still growing.
Alrighty then. Alright, let's see what else we can do. So let's check out another exploration site. Just more exploration. Scavenging site. Threat level low. Light level night. Enemy Pandoran. Alright, so we get to fight the crab people I was just talking about, Zykes. So, with this, we have a set of resource crates that we can collect if we can complete the mission with supplies intact. So we'll get, what do we get? We get material, we get food. That's big in this game. We have to manage food. And we get, what is this one? Don't know that icon yet. Looks like, I'm not sure what that is. Oh, that's tech. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong icon. So food, material, and tech. Night mission though. But it says threat level low, so I guess crab people, right? Exactly, Zykes. So I guess what it's saying is, you know, we don't have enemies that are scaled up above our level. So, all right, so we got some combat. So let's do that. So right now we just have our main 5 soldiers, which now include our newest recruits, King and Husky. And we got everybody else back from our mission, including our first assault, Lise, who was injured in our last mission, but she's fully healed and ready to rock and roll. All right, objectives. Eliminate all enemies, claim the resource crates. All right, let's go. And Zykes, did you actually have a crab emote? How the hell did you find that? Channel Enviosity. Okay. So Quaker, I don't know if you saw this. I'm going to repost this clip in chat. You might have missed this last night. We kind of playing OMSI, finishing one of my bus routes. I fully unintentionally wiped out a cop car, and that's in the clip. So, yeah. Zyke says I like to collect emotes. Yeah, I think we all do. Although some of us have bigger collection budgets than others, Zykes. Craig says, "Oh, I'm looking forward to it." Yeah. Yeah, it was. I'm not proud of it. I'll put it that way. All right, so there's our drop ship, the Manticore 1. And now we have 2 of them, which is kind of cool. All right, so before I proceed any further on our mission, I'm going to do what I normally do in XCOM. I'll do a prophylactic save just in case something happens. And we'll do a new save, I think. Try to keep a set of rolling saves going forward. So it's a scavenging mission. We've been on one of these types before. Whoops, what did I do? I'm not sure what I did. Alright, so let me see. I got Jack here. I got Damien here. Lise here. And I got King here. Where's King? Right there. And Husky here. Alright, so where are we going? We're going this away somewhere. Alright, so relative to our objective, looks like Jack is our furthest forward. Okay. Alright, how do I... Here we go. Oh, we got supply crate over here. And I believe these type of crates, this is not our objective crates. These are our objectives. These are the ones we're trying to protect. But these other crates, I believe, have kind of goodies in them that we might even be able to use on mission. So let's have somebody start moving towards that crate and see if we can get something out of it on this turn. That might be nice, or at least the next turn. So let me see. Looks like Damien can move directly to here and still have 2 action points left. So let's get Damien over there, see what he can see. Alright, so he didn't uncover any enemies. And he's got some heavy magazine ammo. Actually, this is the type of ammo King uses. And we've got some assault rifle ammo and some more assault rifle ammo. Okay. So, I mean, he could claim some ammo, but he also has an encumbrance rating. So each of these items has weight. Weight here is 1. Assault rifle ammo or heavy ammo that King uses is weight 2. I don't think any of this is critical, but let me just see how much it adds to him if I put it in his backpack. Alright, he could carry another one if he wanted to. And also, when we complete the mission, I believe anything that's in these crates intact will be automatically claimed for us. And KG Moose, hello and welcome. This game looks interesting, says KG Moose. Are you enjoying it overall? I'm still learning, Moose. So far so good, though. It's kind of it's very similar to XCOM because it's made by the original designer of original XCOM. But I'm still learning. There's a lot of differences in the mechanics and everything. All right, so let me see. He still has an action point left. Oh, I forgot. When he claimed something from the crate that actually uses an action point. So I forgot about that. All right, no big deal. In the meantime, I think I can move him someplace else and get him a little extra cover, so why don't we do that? Let's move him here.
Let's go.
All right, so his turn is over. Let's see what else we got. King, where can I move you? So within the blue line, he can move and still shoot his primary weapon. Outside of that, he can move, but he won't be able to shoot his weapon on this turn necessarily. So let me save King for last. So this is Jack. I can move Jack to about here into cover, but not much further than that. How about you, KG Moose? Do you like turn-based strategy games? Because I never really used to like turn-based strategy until I started playing XCOM. So it was an acquired taste for me. It's not something that came naturally to me. Or I can move them out to here, it looks like. and get him some cover that way. Get a little bit better look at any enemies who might be coming from this direction, I guess. So let me see, that gives him 2 action points, and then he can still set. He should be able to overwatch from there. Alright, so I can move him there. Let me see what else I got. I got lease. Where can I take lease? I can put lease to about here, maybe. Or here. And then Husky. Where can we set up Husky with his funky new green armor? Looking pretty fly. Maybe about here. So his sniper rifle takes 3 action points to set up and use. Maybe there? Does that actually cover? Oh, that's cover right there. I didn't realize that. Okay. Let me move Husky here. I'm going to Overwatch Husky now, if I can. Or maybe I should wait. Maybe I should wait to see if anything gets uncovered. He can still get a clean shot on anything. So let me have Jack and Lise move a little bit further in and set up. See what they can find. Alright, so Jack has Overwatch. Let's give him Overwatch now. Let me see. And there's a way, if I remember how to do it, that can really make his cone of Overwatch wider. How do I do that? If I can remember. Shit. Oh, it's a control key. There it is. I remember now. Let's do something like this. So he's on Overwatch. We'll have Lise move up. Where's Lise? To about here.
On my way.
And she should be able to Overwatch from here. And we'll kind of have her complement Jack's area kind of to this side. Alright, only one left now is King. This game looks more complex than XCOM. I don't think it's more complex, but it is more flexible in terms of what you do, what kind of actions your soldiers can take. In XCOM, basically you get 2 moves per turn. So you can move and shoot, you can move and Overwatch, or you can double move, or you can just sit and shoot, etc., etc. And when you take an offensive action in XCOM, that action automatically ends your turn normally. So you can shoot, and then that's the end of your turn, if that was the first thing you did, for example. In Phoenix Point, you get what's called an action budget. You get action points. So you have 4 action points, and you can mix those points up any way you want. Hey, Davies, welcome. So everything that's kind of listed, well, you guys, I also found out you guys can't see my cursor when I'm pointing to things on the screen. And I got to see if I can change that. But if you're looking kind of at the very bottom here, like every one of these actions has a cost. So I can do any combination of those actions based on how much those actions cost. So I can move, shoot, and move again. I can shoot and then move, or, I can move 3 times, so it's different in that way. So your actions are more flexible. So I kind of like that about it compared to XCOM, but it might look more complex because there's more information on the screen, but I don't think it's more complex, it's just different. Alright, and the other thing you can do, King, is your dude has jump jets. So he has basically a rocket pack. So, for example, I can have him rocket up to the roof of this building and wait and, you know, overwatch from there, for example. Or I could have him jump to any other part of the map. But that's kind of an expensive action, so normally that's the only thing I can have him do on that turn. But I think it's pretty kind of cool that he can do that. And actually, we used it pretty good on the last mission when I streamed, the last time I streamed this, where we put him on a roof early and he was able to take out a couple fools from up there, and it actually worked out pretty good. But I kind of have to strategize differently to figure out how to use it. And the other thing is, I noticed last time we did a scavenging mission, these little things like this that flash red, I have no idea what this is. So I want to try to, on this mission if I can, other than combat, see if I can figure out what those are. We didn't explore one of those last time. So hopefully I'll have some time to do that before this mission is over, but we'll see. I don't know. Alright, in the meantime, let me see. Where can I put our buddy King? So Daffy's, we handed out 2 soldiers already. So we got King, he claimed our heavy class, and Husky claimed the sniper. So hopefully you didn't have your heart set on being the sniper. So far we only have one of them. But hopefully we'll get another one. But we still have 3 other soldiers ready to be claimed. Alright, let's see. So I got them watching this area. Where can I put King? I want to put him a little bit more forward, but I want to put him someplace where he has cover. Inside like that, maybe? Or I could actually move him further up on the point to be over here next to Jack. Might be useful on the next turn. Also, I could put King, like, kind of right on this corner. The problem is, corners on this game work a little bit different than they do on XCOM. You can't put a soldier, like, right here and expect him to be able to kind of peek around the corner to take shots. You kind of have to use an action point to have him step out and take a shot and then come back. But it also means he doesn't have the same amount of visibility as he would have from this kind of position in XCOM. So that's a little different also. But you know what? I think I'm gonna move King to... I think I might move him here next to Jack. Kind of get his firepower up on the point, so to speak. So let's move King here.
Dashing.
And that's the end of our turn, I believe. And here comes some big uglies. Oh, they're coming from both sides on us. Alright, so we got 2 contacts. This guy didn't do anything. So what is that? Have we seen this type before? The other one, I mean, he just looks like one of the standard, what do they call them, Arthurons? So let me see, does anybody have him as a target, first of all? King has him as a target. Let's take a look and see what King can see.
Engaging.
So one of the other differences is here, there's a targeting system. So it's not like a dice roll to say whether or not I can hit. It's a percentage chance based on the size of your target circle. So things at the wide circle have a pretty good chance of being hit. Things at the tighter circle have a little bit, you know, tougher. It's a little bit of a tougher shot. But you can also see if I hit that particular limb or piece of equipment, what the effect is going to be. So it's a little bit more tactical in that way. So I'm kind of liking that part about it too. Yeah, so this is an Arthuron. He's carrying 140 hit points. King's weapon should be able to one-shot this guy if we can hit. Now, he has a shield. His shield is pretty heavily armored. But we should be able to hit another piece of his body. We can hit his arm here. We can hit his leg here. Alright. Also, let's try the other target. Who else can King see? Wait. Go back to King. Give me King, please. There we go. So King can see this guy, or... How do I switch targets again? There we go. So he can see that guy. So King can hit both of these guys. Alright, they're both the same class of enemy. So he can do a headshot on this guy. But because of range, see how big his target circle is? There's a good chance that he might miss what he's hitting. He could hit something else, or he could actually... Judging by the outside circle, he could actually miss the target completely. So I don't think that's necessarily a good shot for King. I think this is a better shot. Let me see who else has targets, though. What about Husky? Do you have any targets, Husky?
Ready to fire.
He doesn't have a strong target. He's got a little piece of his torso. It's probably not a kill shot, though. He's got a little bit of his leg. Probably also not a kill shot. And I don't think you can see the other one. And Husky, you got kind of a funky accent there. We may have to take a look at that when we get back to the base. I think that's the one thing we didn't look at when we were changing all his stuff. You dig it? Okay. No, it just dawned on me that we didn't actually look at changing the accents at all, even to sample them. So I might take another look at that. All right, let me see. So we got Jack. You have... Looks like Jack has both targets. Now, Jack has 6 shots in his weapon. So if he lands all 6, he can do 20 to 30 damage per round, it looks like. As opposed to King, who has 1 shot, but it's one big round, so he can one-shot it usually. Jack can probably kill this guy just by blowing his arm off. That looks like a kill shot. If he hits it, that is. Alright, so let me see who else has... Alright, and again, this guy is kind of... The second guy is kind of further in terms of range. Looks like Jack has a good shot, though. Alright. Let's see. So we got Damien. Damien, do you have a target? He can see that guy. Not a great... Oh, he got a headshot on this guy. If he can hit it, that's a kill shot. Alright, that's a pretty good move for Damien, it looks like. I'll tell you what. Let's feed the first kill to King if King can actually hit it. Give me King. Let's have him see if he can get this guy out of here. That's kind of a tough shot, actually, now that I'm looking at the targeting again. Because his target circle is really, really big, so... Might not be as good a shot as I first thought it was. Never mind. Let's wait. Alright, let's have... Lisa's kind of close to this guy. Now, I don't think in Phoenix Point flanking is a thing, but... My instinct would be to move and flank and shoot this dude. I can maneuver her to get behind his shield. Let me see, is that a... Does that leave her enough room for a shot? Yeah, let's move her here.
Be right there.
Oh, you know what? I just thought of something. Problem is... Now, see, that's a nice tight shot. That should be an easy kill shot for her. But if she doesn't kill him, these things also can retaliate on the same turn. So if she doesn't kill him, this thing might shoot back at her. I didn't think about that till just now. That's alright, take the shot. Let's do it. Alright, so he's out of here. So, sorry if I annoyed anybody by overanalyzing that, but I'm still getting used to everything, so... Still trying to figure out best, you know, tactics and all that kind of stuff. Alright, let me see what else we got here. So I could have Jack kind of move in this way. Alright, let me think. Also, these guys have a special ability I've never used before called Dash. How does that work? Move to a target position within 75% of the normal movement range. So what does that actually do? Uses up his 4 of his will points. GG, thanks, King. Let me click. Let me just see what it does. I'm not sure. So you can just basically move to any of these spots. It'll use 1 action point. He'll still have 3 action points left, it looks like. Can I move him someplace with good cover? Yeah, probably like this. I see. Alright, so let me do this just for science. I want to see... Actually, you know what? I'm not going to use Jack. I'm going to use Damien. Because he's kind of closer to that side, plus he's exposed from the side. And again, I don't know in this game if flanking is a thing like it is in XCOM, but still, common sense says he's got no cover from that side. That's probably not where he needs to be. So let's try his dash just to see how it works. So again, dash costs 1 action point but 4 will points. So let me see, I can move him here. Maybe here? Let's move him here and see what happens. Alright, and he's still got 3 action points.
Preparing to fire.
Which is nice. Oh, he's got a nice tight targeting circle now. He should be able to get a good headshot. I think this guy's out of here. Take the shot. Okay. Alright, and he still has 1 action point left, which means I can move him someplace. It's probably about all I could do. He doesn't have enough points to overwatch. He has a reload. How much ammo does he have? So, he's got a clip of 6, which is shown in the lower right-hand side here. He's only used 1 shot of that clip. And unlike a lot of other games, from what I understand, it doesn't pay to prematurely reload your weapon if your clip isn't empty, because in this game, for example, if I reloaded it right now, it would waste the other 5 rounds, and I ejected them and they're gone. So that's something apparently in this you don't want to do. Alright, so let me see. Am I gonna move Jack? No, I think I'm just going to leave... Excuse me, Damien. I'm going to just leave Damien here. I don't think I'm going to do anything with him. Actually, I can move him again. Want to dash up? No, I don't want to do that. Actually, can I? So it's going to cost him 4 will points. He has 6 of 8 will points left. Will points go into using their special abilities. And if you use up all your will points, there's a chance... From what I understand, he panics, which is... You know, our soldier's technically still pretty low level. But let me just see what his range is. So, with that 1 additional move, I could really... Wow, that's pretty powerful. So, I used 1 point to move from here to where Damien is now and kill that dude. But now I can use another one to move even further. So, he's got a hell of a range of motion. That's pretty nasty. Okay. So I'm not going to do that right now, but I kind of see how that dash works now. Alright. Alright, so what else we got? We got basically... Now we got Jack and King with moves and Husky. So, let me move Jack to about a little further forward. Or should I move King, actually? Because King, unfortunately, I didn't feed him that last kill. Can King overwatch? I think he can. All right, so let me do it this way. Let me move Jack a little further, just a tiny bit further this way, and have him overwatch again. And that way he can watch Damien's back while he's over here. Because Damien's out of moves pretty much, or shots anyway. I'm going to move King slightly this way. I'm going to put King on Overwatch. And he's kind of got to watch this direction because he's got to go watch Lisa's back, if he can.
I'll keep my eyes open.
And I'm going to see if I can move Husky a little further towards the center of the squad. Don't require him to be on Overwatch this turn, but... Actually, you know what? I should have thought about putting King on high ground if I could get him up on one of these roofs, but there's not a lot of cover on these rooftops. I think I'm just, for now, I'm just going to move King to, Husky to where King was. So let me move him here. And he's only got 1 point left, nothing else for him to do. Or Kenny, can I have him Overwatch with his pistol? No, I cannot. All right. I think that's it. End the turn. It's probably what we can do from here. All right, let's end the turn. Somebody's moving towards us. Jack's got a shot. Took half his health. That's a pretty good shot. So he moved in, and he dropped his shield in place. And that's it, just one? Alright. So let me see, where's King? I almost feel like I owe King a kill after I didn't give him that last one. But he didn't have a great shot, so... Let me see. So that guy moved into a position right where King just can't quite see him. It's kind of like around this corner, like. Smart little guy. Let me see. Did I miss anything in chat? Sorry, guys. Katie said, coming off PC back in a few. Okay. Quaker said, I don't even see ahead. Yeah, your anatomy is kind of funky, isn't it, Quaker? I mean, it's taken me it's taken me a while to kind of get used to, you know,
on my way.
Their anatomy, basically, what they look like and what I can shoot at. All right, King has a target from here with his primary weapon. Let's see if he can actually shoot this dude now. So this guy's already got half health lost from that Overwatch turn. So that's his shield. That's his arm. That's his pincer. Big claw that comes off the arm. Again, King doesn't have a great shot. Look at his target reticle. Hey, Blast Pop. Welcome. And hey, Scott. Sorry I didn't see you come in. Welcome, Scott. Spud says, I don't need accuracy if your explosion radius is big enough. Exactly. Oh, you know what, Spud? It just occurred to me. We do have grenades, too. Alright, let me hold King's shot for now. Husky doesn't have any targets yet. He probably has a target if I move him here, though. But he also might be exposed to cover from that side. Let me see, what else we got? We got Jack can move this away. Actually, Jack has a grenade. What's in grenade range? Let's just measure his grenade range out. Oh, you can hit this guy with a grenade from where he is. Grenade is not a kill shot, though, according to my display here. Close, but not quite. But it probably would shred whatever little armor he has left. What do you think of this? Heard a lot of bad things about the balance, this one compared to XCOM. Yeah, I mean, we're not far enough into the campaign for me to talk about balance yet. We're still kind of early phases and, you know, lower level soldiers. But, I mean, I like it so far. I like a lot of the changes in mechanics that they gave us compared to XCOM. So I do like that. But yeah, you know, I'm still keeping an open mind, Blast Pop. Spud says that gas container has so much potential. Whoops, I switched weapons by accident. Didn't mean to do that. If you're talking about this one, yeah, no, we can't, because these supply crates are what we're trying to protect. We're trying to keep these intact so we can take them back to the base and use them for ourselves. And oh, you mean this one, the big red one? Oh, I didn't actually see it. It does say flammable, doesn't it? Yeah. Unfortunately, now that you mention it, it has potential against us. So we probably need to move. And I'm trying to think. I'm not sure if these guys carry grenades or not. They probably do. Yeah, exactly, Spud. I mean, actually, I'm glad you said that. If we don't get them dead on this turn, we got to move. Yeah, that's a bad situation. All right. On that note, and I hate to have my assaults take all the glory, but maybe I should have them move in and kill this bad boy. So let me see. Damien already has a kill, but he can get a really good flanking shot from here, maybe. Let me have him move there and see if he can get behind this guy's shield and take a shot. So leg, torso, head. Always tempted by the headshots. But let's take the high percentage shot. And his so-called torso, see what happens. Easy shot for him, okay. Alright, so that threat has been eliminated. Alright, this also presents us another opportunity. What I wanted to do was explore kind of these little red beacons that I don't know what they are. We saw one the last time we did a scavenging mission, but I didn't have a chance. We never basically got out of the center of the field for combat, so I never got a chance to go over and see it, to see what I could do with it. The mission ended before we got that far to the edge of the map. So if we can, I think I want to make my way there just to see what those are. Because I have no idea what they are. Can I dash somebody there? No. Alright, tell you what, let's move Jack this way. How far can I move him and still have him on Overwatch? That's a 2 points. Yeah, let's move him here. Maybe here. Alright, so Overwatch there. Whoa. Sorry. Still getting used to my controls. Not that one, I want this one.
I'm on Overwatch.
Alright. What about, let's see, Lise and King and Husky. Alright, if I'm gonna move Jack towards this marker, I think I should start moving everybody towards this side of the map. So let me see. Lisa's kind of bringing up the rear here. How far can I move her and still give her cover? Here. here. Not quite there. Let's move her here.
Repositioning. Providing overwatch.
Oh man, they got all kinds of nice juicy accents, don't they? Husky's probably good from where he is, but if I can get him a little further this way, I think I would like to do that. And again, I should keep him away from this flammable container. Where else can I put him? Here? Here, here. Let me see. If I switch his weapon, where can I get him? Let's try him here.
Dashing ahead.
Let's overwatch with his pistol. I can't. Or can I? Nah, I can't overwatch with the pistol. Alright, so it doesn't matter how many action points he has. I can't... Oh, no, did I use them all? Oh, that used more than 2. Oh, my bad. Alright. Okay. Alright, let's see about King.
Running.
Just move King further in. And, really not much else I can do with Damien, except kind of make him peek around the corner here, maybe?
Let's go.
In the turn. Alright, so somebody's moved. Oh, no, 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 no! Damn it! Oh, they're going to try to put a whooping on our supply crates. Stop that! That's not nice. Alright, let me see. So, we got to put a stop to that. Because we need those supplies. Husky, please tell me you got a target. Husky doesn't have a target. Damn it. What if I move... Oh, if I move them here, I can actually see them. But he also doesn't have cover. Yeah, so that line that's going back and forth tells me where I'll have line of sight from. What about King? King, do you have a target? King can see both targets. Again, he doesn't have a great shot on his, based on his target reticle. But if he hits, it's probably toast for them. Crap. Alright, what about Luce? Maybe I can get her over there. Welcome back, Daffies. That's a nice feature. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's a pretty nice mechanic. I like it. Gotta get these guys off those damn crates. So let me see. At least has that special ability too. Maybe I can get her in a position with a dash, where she can shoot one of these fools and get them dead. She can't quite get line of sight within her dash range. I mean, I could probably have her move up and throw a grenade, but I don't want to damage the crate. We're trying to preserve those crates. So that's kind of tough. Alright, I can't use her for that. What about Jack? I'm trying to get Jack to move towards the edge so he can explore this, but we gotta preserve our supplies. So I can move him here, he'd get a pretty good line of sight. But he wouldn't have cover. He would from here, though. Probably not a good shot, though. Let me do it, though. Let me move him here. See what he can shoot. He's got a headshot there. It's not quite a kill shot. He's also got 6 shots, though. So if he can land half of them, he'd kill it. What about this one? Pretty sure he can kill that one. Center mass. That's not quite a kill shot. That one is. If I hit him in the leg, that's probably... Eh. It's tough. Did he kill it? No, it's not quite dead. Not quite. Alright. Where's Husky? I think I need Husky to move up and take a shot. And then I probably have to have King take a shot. So let me see that. Would leave him 3 action points. That would probably be okay for him to...
Identifying target.
Which one you got, Husky? You got that one, but not the other one. Well, he's got a small piece of the other one, but not the other. Not that one. Okay. This one's a better shot. Not a kill shot, though? Not quite. Damn it. Alright, but each one of these shots has a different effect. So that's bleeding, reduces movement. That's, I don't know what that one does. Bleeding, more hit points. Moves his ability to split poison. Okay. Take the headshot, why not?
Well, that could have gone better.
Did he hit? I think he missed. I think. Alright, we're going to lose that crate, it looks like, unfortunately. Alright, I tried. Let me see. King has a shot, maybe. Where's King? I can move King to about here and still get a shot. Also, you know what? I forgot about the grenades. Does anybody have grenades? Well, actually, I don't want to blow up the supply crate. Alright, that's not going to work. I don't think it pays to have King move any further. Let me just take the shot from where he is. See if we can maybe get one of these guys dead. But I think the other one's still going to kill the crate, unfortunately. Alright, take the highest percentage shot I think I can get. Oh, shit. Did he... Oh, you know what? I saw a prompt said equipment destroyed. I thought he shot the crate, but he didn't. He just killed some kind of equipment the creature was carrying. Alright. What else we got here? Can he do... All he can do now is reload. Alright, so his turn is pretty much over. Jack. Do you have any more things you can do now? So the only other thing I can do is move Damien. Maybe I can have Damien start moving towards this marker. I still really want to figure out what those markers are. So let me just move Damien that way. Oh wait, does Damien have a shot from where he is? He does. He can shoot this guy. Doesn't have a big piece of him, but he can probably at least damage him. I don't think he can kill him. That's a tough shot. What the hell? Take the shot. Why not? Did some damage, but didn't kill it. Alright, and all I got left now is Lise, but Lise is not really in a position to take an offensive shot from where she is, so... I think I should just move her as far forward as I can get her. And maybe she can kill something on the next turn. We'll say goodbye to that crate. I tried. Just didn't quite work out. So let me move her to... Actually, that's pretty aggressive. I don't think I want to do that. Let's move her to here. Alright, end the turn. I don't think anybody else has action points that I can use. Oh wait, there's only one. We must have killed the other one. Oh no, we didn't. There he is. Alright, so they moved towards us, but what I was afraid of is they may take a shot at Husky because he's not in cover. But they did not. So let me see. Husky, do you have a shot on one of these fools?
Taking aim.
Husky's got a good shot now. Alright, what about the other one? He can't see the other one somehow. Which is stupid. I could have sworn the other one was like right over here. No, I guess he can't see it. Alright. Hello, Hestral, welcome. How you doing? Hestral says, waiting for this to be out on PS4, looking forward to playing this. Yeah, it's supposed to be on consoles in June, I think, right? I don't know if that schedule's still current. Alright, how about King? Do you have any shots on anybody now, King?
Aiming.
Shots on the one, but not the other one. Alright, I definitely don't want to leave Husky in the open like that, because he's not in cover. So, if we can't get both of these guys dead on this turn, I gotta move Husky. I got no choice. I gotta move him. This guy's bleeding. I don't know how many turns it takes for blood damage to be fatal to them. Hestral says, last I seen, it's later this year. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, with everything going on, I guess that's not a surprise. All right, let me see what else we can do. Let's see. Lise. What is Lise? Lise is here. Which one can she see?
Zooming in.
She can see that one. She's got a good shot behind his shield. That's probably a kill shot. Yeah, she's got that guy dead. I want somebody to get a bearing on the other one, though. Looks like nobody else has line of sight. Alright, in the meantime, I still want to get moving towards this beacon to figure out what the hell these are. So let me move Damien another move this way. Because I really want to figure out what those things are.
Moving out.
on this mission. Actually, I can do it on this turn, really. No, I can't. It's one tile further than he can move. Alright. So I could have Lise move in and shoot this dude. You know what, maybe... Let me see. Could I jump King to that spot? To be able to shoot that guy? I could put King up here. Well, he wouldn't be able to do it on this turn. He could shoot him on the next turn. But he'd be like right here. Still trying to figure out how to use the jump jets. I mean, they sound pretty cool, but it's like the only thing you can do on that turn is jump somewhere. And it makes it, you know, kind of a challenge tactically to use. Because you have to plan a turn ahead to make it useful. Alright. I might want to do that just to get better at using that ability. Let me see what else we can do. I think Lise moving in to shoot this dude is like the best thing I could probably do. She doesn't even have to move to do it. But I got to get Husky out the way on this turn. Because this other guy moves towards us. He's exposed. Alright, let me see. Husky. Where can I move Husky to on this turn? No place with cover. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Alright, let me see. So if I move Jack... I haven't used Jack's dash yet. Hestrel says June is the Xbox's release date. Would have it on PC, but there's a potato for a PC. You have a potato for a PC, gotcha. Actually, a potato would probably work better for running this. I hear you. Although, be careful, Hestrel, on this channel right now. I don't think you want to badmouth potatoes too much, because we have some potato enthusiasts hanging out in chat right now. So, yeah, be careful there. Or I could have Jack move up and drop a grenade on this fool. We could do that. Probably wouldn't get him killed, but it would definitely kind of throw him for a loop on the next turn, maybe. Alright, let me do this. Let me start with Lise, see if she can get this front one dead. Let's try to get this guy dead. Alright, so he's out of here. Now we don't have to worry about the one. So let me have Jack move up to here. That's 2 points here. And actually, is that going to work? I don't know. Let's see. Can he use his grenade from here? Can he actually get it in there? Because this guy's kind of behind a wall. I don't know if he can make this throw. Actually, it looks like more explosive barrels. Katie Zara said, I'm back. Did I miss much? Yeah, we got a little action, Katie. We got a couple enemies dead. They took one of our supply crates, but other than that, we're doing okay. No injuries. Oh, that has to go over a rooftop. I see. I couldn't see the geometry before. I see it now. Maybe this way. Let's try it. Oh, we got good damage on him. Really good damage. Okay. And let me see. Can I... He has a spare grenade in his backpack. Can I actually use it? Not use it, but can I move it into his active inventory? Yes, I can. Alright, so that's good. That'll work. So he's out of action points for all intents and purposes. You know what? At this point, I'm not even sure I have to move Husky. Because if I put Husky on Overwatch and that guy steps out of cover, I think Husky will put him away. King probably would too. I think I just need to Overwatch these two. Dare him to move towards us. Alright, so King's on Overwatch. Hey, wait a minute. Lisa has 2 more action points. I thought she was out of action points after that kill. Oh, you know why? Because she never moved. Her shot only took 2 points. What game was this again? It's called Phoenix Point. You can actually type exclamation Phoenix Point in chat and get more information. Hestro said, that is so cool. You can select the way you look for Overwatch. Yeah, I like the Overwatch mechanic in this. And from what I understand, Hestro, it's also very similar in the new Gears game. Gears Tactics. It uses a very similar Overwatch mechanic. So let me see. Husky... What did I do? I'm not sure what I did. There we go. Why can I not... What did I do? I'm not sure what I did.
Standing by.
There we go. That's better. So let me see. Husky... Actually, I can move Husky to here. This is the spot where Jack was. You know what? I don't want to leave Husky in the open. I'm going to move him here, just to be safe. And we'll still... Can we still put him in Overwatch? Looks like we can. Actually, just to be safe, I'm going to move... I'm going to widen his Overwatch, just in case something jumps us from another side. Alright, but, and I keep wanting to call her Katie. Lise! Who knows, maybe Lise wants to adopt, Katie here. Katie wants to adopt Lise, rather. Screw it, let's leave her in Overwatch. Although, you know what? I should be careful about how I focus my fire because this is the one we know about. There might be something else left on the board for all we know. Also, I got Damien moving this way and nobody's watching his back. Everybody's watching this guy. So King's looking here. Husky's looking here. I don't think I'm necessarily worried about people coming from this way. Somebody needs to watch Damien's back. Let me have Lise look the other way, to be honest. And does anybody else have action points? Damien does. I can actually move him a little further. Oh, I wish I could move him. All right, I can move him there. That's cover. Or I can move him here, too. That's also cover. Alright, a little risky, but let me move him this way. That puts him in a position to explore this, whatever this is on the next turn. Is that it? Yeah, we're at action points. Here he comes. Oh, he ran. He's not coming. Uh-oh. Something's coming from the other way, though. Oh! Nobody shoot Jack! Damn it. Face hugger action. Damn it! Came out of nowhere. Alright, so we never saw this happen before in the last mission. We saw one of these creatures, but King's character one-shotted it the first time we saw it. I forget what they call them, but these things basically, they become face huggers and they use mind control. So Jack is now our enemy right now. And I'm not sure exactly how you free him, I guess? We certainly don't want to shoot Jack. I mean, he's our ally. Even though right now he's not, but... Let me think. How does this work? You know what? King... Where's King? King is here. King, can you move to that thing? He can move there and have 2 action points left. Let me think for a second. King has a melee attack. I'm wondering if I can melee it and not shoot it, if I can get close enough. And I don't know if that will be enough to release it. I don't know exactly how that works. Put salt on it. I mean, I really... The other thing is... Well, first of all, let me see what kind of targets we have if we shoot it. Or, you know what? On top of that, I just remember we have an information display we can use. Info. So it doesn't have a lot of hit points, 50. Gains mind control of us, yeah. I wonder if there's any way I can tell how much melee damage King's melee does. Let me see. If I click on King and get info for him, does it tell us about his melee attack? No, it does not. So it just says he has... This is the new special ability he just got on his last training. It says Ability Brawler. Bash and melee attacks deal 50% more damage. I mean, I think it's worth a shot. Have King just walk up essentially and punch it in the face. Only problem is if that doesn't kill it, I don't know what's going to happen on the next turn. If Jack turns around and shoots King point blank, is that a one-shot kill? You know, I don't want to get King killed. On the other hand, King has more armor than everybody else in our squad, so if anybody can tank a shot, he probably could, but I just don't know. I don't have enough experience. Let me see about anybody else. What about Husky? Husky, what can you see? Where's Husky? Also, I can't forget that other creature's alive. So we have 2 creatures kind of active right now.
Identifying target.
So, I mean, Husky can shoot it clearly, but I mean, I'm guessing that bullet goes right through Jack's head, right? I mean, I can't imagine shooting it is the right course of action. That's Jack's head. That's the Mindfragger's head. Wait a minute. Is there an area of the Mindfragger that is not Jack's head? That might actually work. It looks like maybe there is. Like, Jack's head is like here, and then the meat of the creature kind of hangs off his head this way. I think Husky can make that shot. I just don't want to kill Jack. I mean, it's a nice tight reticle. It looks like he has a good chance to make that shot. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's save that. I think Husky can make that shot, but let's have King try to bash it. See what happens. I mean, we got to know how some of this stuff works, so let's get King up in its face and see if he can smack it. Alright, so here's his bash attack. Hit enemy with held item. How do I target the enemy I want? There's technically two of them here. Risky maybe, yeah. I mean, the whole thing is risky. Plus, again, we still got this guy. But I can probably have at least, you know, move to this position and finish him because he's almost dead anyway. He might actually bleed out at the end of this turn. I mean, he's very, very close to death. Alright, so the thing is, how do I target... Oh, that way. I think that's it. Let's see if this works. Hopefully I don't cause Jack any harm, but let's see what happens. I think he did it. I think it worked. Oh my god. Do we get Jack back?
No choice but to
we got Jack back. So that worked. Oh, thank God. So that luckily that thing was very fragile, and King whacked it. GG King. I don't know if King's even still hanging out. Kind of getting late, but so we got Jack back. Doesn't look like Jack has any mobility right now, though. So he's kind of stuck where he is. Probably, you know, still stunned from what happened. So we got to get this one dead. But before we do that, let me see. If I move Damien, I still want to know what this thing is. So let me move Damien to here, because for all I know, this is the last enemy on the board, and that would end the mission. And one of my objectives is I want to know what these things are. So let's see what happens. Let's move him here first. What is that? Nothing. Nothing happened. And hey, Ren! So welcome to the viewers of the Renaissance stream. Ren, thanks for the raid. Hang on one second. And Hypo with a raid also. Hypo, thank you for the raid. All right, so I think we're about close to finishing this game, guys. Let me click through and see what we are. So what I was trying to do was get one of my soldiers to make it out to this icon, which I see these on certain parts of the map. The last time we did one of these type of missions, which is a scavenging mission, we're here for supplies. I saw them, but I didn't know what they were. And there was no kind of help text or anything telling us what these were and what we're supposed to do with them. So I just sent one of my assaults out to the perimeter here just to stand on it and see what happened. But nothing happened, but it did give him line of sight to this dude. So to Hestrel's point, I think he really may... This might just be him trying to, you know, book for the hills, because we put a whooping on this guy. He's near death. He's about to bleed out, it looks like, but I don't think we're going to give him the satisfaction. Let's see if we can put him away. Now, I think I could give Damien this kill, but I think Damien already has 2 kills. So let me see if we can give somebody else this kill, just to kind of farm out the XP a little bit. So let me see. King. No, King doesn't have enough action points. He can't get over there. But King got the kill on the mind fragger. I started to call it the face hugger. But yeah, the mind fragger. So I don't think King can do it. Husky. Can Husky do it? I don't think we get Husky a kill tonight. Is there any way I could get Husky in there to shoot this fool? Even if it's just a pistol shot, that might be enough. I would love to give Husky a kill right here. If not, we can probably get Lease to kind of more or less their equivalent of run and gun and get in here and shoot this dude. And Fried Rice, you know about run and gun, right? So, yeah, there's another mechanic in this called Dash. It seems to be similar, but this is the first mission where I've been able to use it. Yeah, Lease could definitely get in here and shoot this guy. I think he's dead meat. So let me see if I can get Husky. I'd love to give Husky this kill. So let me see if I give him his pistol. How far can I move him? Right here, or even here. Oh, Husky, this is a gimme for Husky. Take the shot, Husky. Wrecked him. Please tell me that's the mission. Yes! Nice job, Husky. So we got one injury. That was Jack, because Jack got the face hugger on him, and so that caused him some injury. But other than that, everybody else came out clean. So we lost one crate. We had 7 of 8 crates that we're taking back to base. That's going to be good. And we're adding some more SP for the squad. Ooh, all right. Got it done. Hessel said, I'm a boss at death on platform games. No one is better at dying than me from those. Gotcha. Well, check out our buddy Hypo Junkie. He might show you a few things, Hestral. Because even when, you know, Hypo dies, he's not afraid. He just keeps plugging. He's got a lot more perseverance than I do, I'll tell you that. All right, let's see, Katie says, I've been playing platformers myself since 1990. I try to play all genres nowadays, though. Okay. Yeah, so Hypo's going to be a good follow for you, Katie. Katie says, nice shot. Fried Rice says, so you can target where you want to hit them. Yeah. So the biggest advantage to this tactically, Fried Rice, that I like over XCOM is there's no RNG involved in whether or not you hit your target. So you kind of get your percentage chance represented by the size of your reticle. So if you have a nice tight reticle, you know, you're probably going to hit that whatever you're aiming at and do a lot of damage to it. If it's a little bit wider reticle, you might hit it on bullseye, but you also might miss it, but it won't miss outside the size of the circle. So you can see in real time exactly what your chances are of hitting what you want to hit. And every body part that you have kind of has certain effects, like, you know, causes bleeding, causes loss of, you know, the weapon, you know, things like that, right? So it's a lot more tactical in that way than XCOM is, rather than just, you know, a dice roll, you got a 99% chance to hit a point blank target and you miss on the 1%, right? None of that happens here. So I do like that part about it. But, you know, how much the rest of the game is really well designed, you know, remains to be seen. So, yeah, the other thing I heard it compared to Fried Rice is VATS. If you ever played the Fallout games, it's very VATS-like in that way. Heschel says, I was trying to move the camera on my laptop, then remembered I was watching, not playing. Need more coffee. Gotcha. Katie says, drink Monster Energy, won't be sleeping. Yeah. Hypo says, I just try to laugh it off. Oh, talking about your platformer in deaths. Gotcha, Hypo. And excuse me, guys, I'm smacking a cough drop here. It's kind of what the annoying noises you're hearing coming out of my mouth. I apologize for that. But it's hopefully less annoying than me coughing constantly. TNS says, Hypo's not afraid to die in the same spot literally dozens of times. Hey, you know what, TNS? Sometimes that's what's required, right? I mean, we've all been there. Hypo just has an extraordinary tolerance for it compared to some of us. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second here. Somebody reaching out to me on the phone. No. Only call I'm worried about is work, and that was not work. All right, no problem. Kate said, I died I don't know how many times on Halo Reach earlier, though. I was in legendary mode with NPC bots. Gotcha. Fried Rice says, that's the worst part of XCOM. 99% hit chance on last target and you miss, right? XCOM being XCOM, right? But, you know, it's also kind of what we love about XCOM. Nothing's guaranteed, right? Even the most routine play still makes you sweat a little bit. Ren says, going to break down, make some food, be lurking. Okay, Ren, thanks again, man. And Ren, when you unlurk, let us know what you're making. And you know, seeing how ridiculously talented the Renaissance is, I can only imagine that he probably kicks ass cooking food too. All right, let me see. Quaker says, True Reach, I played multiplayer back in the day, yeah. The remastered anniversary edition. Okay, nice. All right, so we cleared the scavenging site. We recovered 600, what do they call it again? Material and 100 tech. We're starting to really rack up tech now. And we did recover the items out of that one supply crate other than our resource crates that we were looking at. So we're good there. And let's see, is there anything else for us to accomplish here? I don't think there is. I think that is it. So let's see. In the meantime, before we proceed, let me take a look at our base. So right before we arrived on that mission, we uncovered an abandoned base and we're starting to work on it. So the first thing we undertook there is we're starting to repair the energy, basically the power plant. And I think it was a 2-day repair, but we now have 16 more hours before that's done. After that, we can, I guess, get the rest of our facilities in the second base online. Although we don't have a lot of personnel. I don't know what it takes to actually run another base. I mean, I don't know. Maybe base personnel itself is assumed. Because the personnel they're counting here, I think, is only our soldiers. So I'm not really sure how that works yet. Heschel says, I have a massive tolerance to games too. Only one game has ever made me rage quit, and that was XCOM 2. Wow, really? Got snagged by a Viper from the other side of 2 buildings, pulled into a squad of baddies, and proceeded to get shot to death. I also had no visual on any of the enemies. Yeah, that snake pole thing? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, that's kind of... Yeah, that's kind of cheap in my opinion. I really hate that ability. Although, now that, what is it, Chimera Squad is out, and I've been watching... Who was I watching playing it recently? I started to say it was Seiya Gaming, but it wasn't Seiya. It was, I forgot who it is now. But whoever I was watching playing it, I saw that they had, you know, basically a snake person on their squad, And I was looking at how OP that pull is. So when it's on your side, you love it. When it's against you, you hate it. So, I mean, I guess that's how it goes. Katie says, I don't think I played XCOM yet since my last PC had 2 FPS on that computer. Oh, okay. But yeah, I don't know about you, Fraud Race. Me personally, I have more affection for XCOM Enemy Unknown, the first one, than I do for the second one. I think a lot of people would argue the second one is technically a better game, but the first one I just have more affection for it. Just to me, it has more character, even though it has some flaws in it. I just love that game. It's one of my all-time favorites. All right, so I don't know that we can do anything else here. Basically, just keep running the clock until this repair is done. Let me see, what are we doing on the first base? So 18 hours till we finish our food production facility and 2 days still for this training facility. That's taken a while. And let me see, we have some research in the queue. All right, so we're trying to reverse engineer the basically these machine pistols that we took off of the enemies on our last mission. The one before this mission, rather. All right, so I don't think there's anything else we want to do, or even that I can do right now. We're starting to complete a lot of research projects. Again, this being my first playthrough, I don't know the relative value of all these projects, but being that this is a very similar formula to XCOM, all this stuff is going to be important. I just don't know half of it. All right, so I think we're done here. Let's move to another beacon. So the only other unexplored beacon that we have that's not in the red mist is kind of this one. Let's go there and see what's there. Oh, actually, before I do that, let's look at our personnel. How much healing do they need? All right, so the only person down on health is Jack. He's about 50%. So we're not ready for a combat mission right now. And everybody else is a little fatigued. Our stamina, reduces a little bit every mission, but usually, from what I've seen so far, stamina replenishes relatively quick. So, okay, I don't want to charge necessarily right into another mission. Can we go to base, or can we just sit here and let them recharge? I'm not sure how that works. It looks like we can go directly to base if we want. So, and again, I'm still trying to figure out all the mechanics, especially on the base side stuff, but I know as long as you have a medical bay, they regenerate health. As long as you have, not here. As long as you have living quarters, they regenerate stamina. But I'm not sure that you actually have to physically return to base to get those regeneration effects. I'm not sure about that. Although, you know what, now might be a good time for us to figure it out. So rather than return to base directly, let's just kind of hover here. We'll run the clock and we'll see if they recover here. If so, that means we don't have to return to base just to get those effects. And let's see some scanning going on there. I didn't realize that. Our home base continually scans the region. We picked up some new...
construction complete.
Some new waypoints.
Scan
we
complete.
Popped an achievement.
Construction complete.
Alright, so we're getting some stuff done here. Let me stop the scanning for now. So we did get some new unexplored sites. Let me see about personnel again. Alright, no, they didn't regenerate. So I think we do have to return to base to get those effects. Alright, so that answers that question. Alright, so let's do that while we're here. No sense in hanging out here doing nothing. So back to base we go. Actually, we completed construction. Let me take a look at those, our facilities now. So our training facility is in place. Our food production is in place. Alright, so we're good. So we started building a food production facility because in our food stat here, this little number in parentheses was showing -5. So that was showing us that we were technically consuming food faster than we were replacing it. So building this food production facility seems to have reversed that to +3. So from what I understand, in this game, you also you don't need food just to feed your soldiers, but it also becomes a trading resource. So it's something you can trade to other colonies to gain other things that you need. Hestral says, I can deal with RNG aiming, but yeah, that pull is outright bad. It's caused an early death in many of my soldiers, right? Yeah, me personally, I've never completed a XCOM 2 campaign. I mean, I've completed several with XCOM, 1. Enemy Unknown, Enemy Within. But, yeah, with XCOM 2, it's not like a rage quit, but I just lost interest at a certain point. But I've been trying to talk myself into going back and actually doing a campaign. Matter of fact, after we did our XCOM campaign last summer, people were asking me if I was going to play XCOM 2, but I couldn't quite talk myself into doing it. And then when I found out I had access to this game, Phoenix Point, through Xbox Game Pass for PC, I knew this is what I wanted to play. So we just started this a few weeks ago. But, maybe at some point I will go back and do XCOM 2 on stream. I'm just not sure yet. All right, so let me see. So we got food production. Is there anything anything that tells us about that? Generates enough food for 8 soldiers each day. Oh, that comes up with the plus number. I see now. Okay. Because we have 5 soldiers. So each one of these does 8 soldiers a day. I got it. TNS says, wait, this is for Xbox Game Pass on PC? Yes. Yes. Let me see. Yeah, so this is the Game Pass app, TNS. Here it is right here. So if you have a Game Pass for PC, you can be playing this right now if you're interested. Hestro says, I would get War of the Chosen DLC before trying 2 again. Makes the game a lot more interesting. Yeah, I've seen War of the Chosen playthroughs quite a bit. I'll be honest with you, I don't know what I think of it. I don't know that I like what I've seen. But, maybe my experience playing it will be different than watching it. I'm not sure. BRB, okay, Katie? All right. So let me see. Is there anything else I want to do at our bases? You know what? Now might be a good time for me to go back and review our research. So this is our completed research. Let me see. We got Phoenix Archives that uncovered basically our ancestral base to the west of our map, which I think is in India, that we have to explore. So I take it this is like a main storyline objective. We analyzed the atmosphere to learn more about the pandemic. We finished trade protocols, so we can now trade with colonies. We finished recruitment protocols, so we can now recruit soldiers from the colonies. Something we're going to want to do. I only have 5 soldiers, and we researched more about the one faction we found, which is called Synedrion. We haven't unlocked the other 2 factions yet. Hestral says it makes playing a little better too. You have to deal with stamina for your soldiers. Excuse me. Hestral, you mean this game or you mean War of the Chosen? Because I know like on, what is it? Long War, that's another thing you deal with, right? Stamina? War of the Chosen, gotcha. Alright, cool. Yeah, it's something we deal with here as well. Matter of fact, just coming back to base, our stamina is already replenished. But we still gotta get Jack healthy before we go back out. Alright. Let me see. I was looking at research. So we got all this done. Our next project is we're reverse engineering the enemy weapons. And we still have to do these autopsies. Alright. Yeah, we never did the Mindfragger autopsy. I guess we were lucky that we got King with that that bash ability right before we started that mission. Because he saved Jack's bacon. He really did. One-shot kill. Just punched him right in the head. Alright, is there anything else I need to do? We didn't recover any new schematics. We do have an outstanding mission that's being offered to us by Synedrian. Or Synedrian, I think, according to the voiceover. And I'm probably going to take some time tomorrow off stream and really just kind of go through the, excuse me, the wiki here. The Phoenixpedia, as they call it. This reminds me a lot of Subnautica's built-in, you know, wiki. I mean, it seems like there's just so much material here. So it's probably going to benefit me to read some of that off stream. TNS says, I have Game Pass. I guess I haven't paid enough attention to what's coming and going, right? Also, folks, for anybody who was watching our City Skyline stream Friday before last, I just found out that City Skylines is now available for Xbox Game Pass for PC as well. When I started playing City Skylines, it was because I had it on Game Pass for console, and I switched to playing PC just basically on our stream just 2 weeks ago. But I bought that copy on Steam. But I had bought that copy like over a year ago. But for anybody who is interested in City Skylines on PC, if you haven't tried it yet, and you have Xbox Game Pass for PC, apparently it's part of the PC library there now, so you can check that out. Alright, so I think here we just run the clock, let the research finish our construction projects on our second base. Alright, so we're finished reverse engineering on these laser pistols. I hope that means we get laser tech. So it says new items for manufacturing. So, oh yeah, so we can manufacture laser pistols now. That's cool. And their magazines. Alright, cool. Tina says, wish I had a better name though. Xbox Game Pass for PC is a mouthful. It sure is. Especially when you've been streaming and talking for 3 hours like I have. TNS. Heschel says, one thing I have to ask, does this game force you into playing the main story like XCOM? Or can you actually take your time to get ready? Excuse me. I don't have enough hours in it to know for sure, Heschel. It's very hard for me to say, because we're still very early in the campaign. But I know how XCOM has those major storyline missions. So after your first playthrough, you learn to recognize those, so you know at a certain point, okay, that mission triggers this part of the campaign, so I can put that off until I'm ready. For example, alien base assault, things like that. I don't know if this game has that same type of structure. I haven't determined yet. But, you know, I'm sure we'll learn if I stick with it. All right, let me see. So, do we heal up? No, Jack is still not healing. He's healing kind of slow. I guess that facehugger really threw him for a loop. All right, so we'll just run the clock. Spin the globe of doom, as I used to say in XCOM. All right, crew of Manticore fully healed and rested. Okay, good. So I didn't know it would actually give me that prompt on the. They don't call it, on the geoscape rather. I started to say the hologlobe, but the geoscape. All right, so our personnel is back up in the full fighting shape, looking good. All right, let's see if we can find something else to do here. So I started to go to this site before until I realized we weren't healthy. So let me see. Do I have anything else? Do I have like any... Oh wait, we can manufacture those laser pistols. Let's take a look at that. So what does it take to make these? Takes 45 supply, or what do they call it? Not supply, but material. And 22 tech. So that's not too bad. I don't know if it pays for us to manufacture more than one, because right now the only person using laser pistols or pistols at all, excuse me, is Husky, our sniper. So let's put one in the queue, and that takes 17 hours. Okay, some of our manufacturing is instant. This is not one of them though. Other than that, I don't think we uncovered any new tech. No new armor. At some point, we might want to think about making one of these Scarab vehicles, which is basically like a little armored personnel carrier. We saw one in the training mission and used it to leave the battlefield, but apparently we didn't bring that one back to base with us. We have to make our own. To be honest, I've seen some mixed reviews about whether or not these are even worth manufacturing, because this as a vehicle has some limitations to it that some people don't think are worth it. And Hestrel, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. But since I've never used one before, I think I at least have to make one, you know, just so I can have one and make up my own mind about whether or not it's useful or worthless. Hello, Metagear Wolf. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. True Quaker says, good night, Kojo chat. Heading off to bed. Okay, Quaker. And Quaker, if you're working tomorrow, have a good day at work tomorrow, man. Thanks for hanging out. You're off tomorrow. Okay, good. Very good. Glad to hear. Yeah, hopefully I'll be streaming tomorrow, Quaker. I'm not sure exactly what yet, but probably tomorrow afternoon Eastern time. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you then. Have a good night. All right. Anyway, so we're not looking at this right now, although we are starting to build up enough materials that I think we can seriously think about it. All right, so 17 more hours I can have one of these new laser pistols. I'd like to get this in Husky's hands just to have it on our next mission. You know what, let's spin the globe, see if we can get through 17 hours of manufacturing. Maybe we can get there. I don't know what else will happen. Production completed. All right, so let's get that. Let's get Husky kitted up with that. So let me see. Cypher handgun does 50 damage, effective range 18, weight of 2, 8-round clip. All right, laser pistol, also 50 damage. It's not much more damage. 27 range, so significantly more range. Weight of 2 also. Clip is 22 shots. Wow. Or what's a laser? I don't know if it's 22 actual shots, but it's probably some type of charge mechanic, I'm guessing. Oh, you know what? I didn't make any ammo. Damn. I could have been making both at the same time. All right, rookie mistake on my part. Let me do that. Magazine. Yeah, that was dumb. I should have. All right. Oh, the magazines are instant. Okay, so I didn't lose anything by not making them. We'll make 4. All right, let's get Husky equipped with that. Does not need pistol ammo. Let's see, can I give him 2 of these? What's the weight on ammo? 1. Because I have no idea what kind of rate of fire these things use. Hestral says, yes, they brought back ammo. I didn't like the infinite ammo for weapons. It's so weird. Okay. Yeah, the ammo is limited and it also has weight. So you have an encumbrance rating for your soldiers and you can only carry so much of everything. Okay. All right, so let me see. He's got... You know what? He doesn't use his pistol that much. Let's just have him carry 1 for now. He's got his rifle ammo, his pistol ammo, and his grenade. And health kit. Okay. But yeah, you have to manage a lot of things in this that I didn't have to worry about in XCOM, like food. And also, your storage space is also limited on base. So you can only store up to 400 units per storage facility. But from what I understand, a lot of these things are cumulative across all your bases. So the more bases you have, the more these numbers go up. I'm sorry, you guys can't actually see that. But here, yeah, this is your storage capacity. But right now we have 2 bases, so I think my capacity went up, but I'm not sure by how much when I got the second base. And we just got the second base tonight. It was just something we discovered by exploring. But yeah, I have to manage food now too. Alright, alright, so we're equipped. Let's take a trip back out to this spot. Alright, what is this? Turning and turning. One of our operatives has reported experiencing repeated lucid nightmares of floating up into the sky, helplessly twisting and turning in a nausea-inducing spiral motion that seems to defy the principles of Euclidean space. They always woke up before they could see where they were going, but sensed a frightening presence waiting for them there. Somebody's having nightmares, huh? Probably Jack. He had that damn thing hugging his face, right? Taking control of him. That's probably him. So what does that mean? He has PTSD? Medical examination shows nothing wrong with the operative, and his dream seems to have stopped for now. All Phoenix soldiers have lost 5 stamina. Oh, really? Wait a minute. So I had one operative had a bad dream and everybody else loses stamina? That's kind of a weird random event. Daffy says second base with who? I don't kiss and tell, Daffy's. On stream anyway. Kidding. Hestral says that's what makes a game like this challenging. Not RNG aiming that 90% of the time rolls against you. Having ammo really makes you think about your moves right. Yeah, I don't like that mechanic though. That seems pretty random. Okay, if my one soldier had a nightmare and he loses stamina because he loses sleep, I get it. But what are they trying to say? That he had a nightmare bad enough that he woke up everybody in the squad so they're all tired now? I mean, that's kind of lame. I don't like that. And especially more en route to a mission. I mean, that's just lame. I don't like that. Let me see. So what does it look like? I mean, it doesn't look like that much. 35 and 40 stamina now. I mean, I almost want to go back to base and tell him to go back to bed, but... Alright, well, let's see what happens. Yeah, they won't regenerate that stamina back till I go back to base and put them back in the barracks. Alright, well, we're here now. Let's do our scan. The hell? Father of the Reformed. Joseph Saxon, better known as Father of the Reformed, was once a high-ranking member of the Disciples of Anu, taking orders directly from the Synod of Yearning. But then something happened. Some say he heard a whisper. Something exalted said to whatever his name is, that no one else was supposed to hear. On that day, Saxton rejected the exalted and proclaimed himself the true Messiah. He and his followers, who called themselves the Reformed, founded Candigerak as the center of a new, more truthful religion that would lead people to the dead God. Wow, a lot of words. Since then it has grown but slowly. It is a strange, hostile place, and a few disciples are willing to abandon their faith in the exalted. Those who do follow Saxton, however, would follow him into hell. Alright. So, I mean, obviously this has to do with one of the two factions that we haven't discovered yet. We keep reading about these other factions, but we haven't actually, you know, made first contact. So, I'm starting to find that a little tedious. We've only made first contact with one of the three factions. I mean, we know the other two are out there. Words, right, Duffies? But I keep uncovering things to read about them and not actually finding them, so a little frustrated there. Oh, wait, maybe we get a mission to do exactly that right now. Father the Reformed has allowed our operatives to speak because he wants them to offer them a mission. The same mission he offers every well-armed group the Reformed encounters, vengeance. He wants us to attack the Disciples of Anu and cause as much damage as possible. He already has a target in mind and a reward rating. So, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. We haven't even met them yet. I have no idea what they have to offer us. I don't want to do that. Plus, these guys sound like, I don't know, religious fanatics or something? So let me see. I could warn them. I could accept the mission, or I could reject the mission. I know I'm not accepting. So the question is, do we reject outright, or do we warn the other faction? So yeah, the one thing this game has... hey, Arthur. How you doing? How's the pew pew? Pew pew's going all right, Arthur. We're still trying to figure out the I don't know, whatever the political version of pew pew would be. There's a lot of politics in this game, and I haven't figured it out yet. And hey, Chris, how you doing? Welcome, and welcome back, Katie. I don't know. I mean, does it even make sense for us to warn this other faction? They probably already know, you know, who their enemies are, right? I don't know. I'll tell you what. For now, let's just reject the mission, and we'll let this other group take their chances. To say that this will be politically unwise will be a severe understatement, because Saxton does not seem trustworthy. Well, yeah. That's why I'm not doing his damn mission. I don't trust him. Alright, so we didn't make any friends on either side that way, I guess. Chris says doing good. Katie says you can call me Kate if you want. I'm used to it. Okay. All right. Let me see. So we explored all these beacons here. We unlocked a new base here. So the only other missions we could explore are these. They're kind of in the red mist, though. And I'm not sure our squad is ready for this kind of mission. Especially at this point in the stream. Let me see. Where else can I go without necessarily going through the red mist? Looks like I can go anywhere directly, really. Which is nice. I kind of thought in this map, when we first started unlocking places, I thought I kind of had to go through one beacon to get to another. But I think that's too much like FTL Faster Than Light, where beacons connect to each other. This is like you can connect to any place directly, which is convenient. And probably makes more sense. I think I'm going to do something different. Let me return to base. I almost feel like this was a waste to go there. Or actually, before we return to base, I think I can do another scan from this location and see if we can uncover anything new. So let me see what happens. If we do that. Because one thing I'm reading is exploration is key in this game. Chris says, want to know what my worst fear is, Kojo? It's the fear of the dark. It creates human-like shapes at my house. Yikes, Chris. Scared of the dark, huh? Well, hopefully you pay your electric bills, Chris. Keep those lights on, man. All right, so we finished our first autopsy. So this is the main enemy we've been fighting so far, the Arthrons. So let me see what it's telling us here. So genetic origins, 25% arthropod, 15% human, 60% unknown. Wow. So we knew that these creatures were kind of, human crustacean hybrids. But apparently there's some other junk DNA going on in here that we have no idea where it came from. All right, function combat. Subhuman intelligence allows use of melded weapons. Reproduction, cloned and mutated. Ancillary objective, locate nests. Oh, so these things are hatched in nests of some sort that we need to find. Okay. Let me just scan this real quick, see if there's anything useful in this paragraph. The hypothesis is that land-based gestation... excuse me. Excuse me, guys. That land-based gestation structures are breeding Arthrons under cover of a new mist outbreak. The latest Arthron mutations have little humanity left in them and are considerably more dangerous to civilian populations. Long-term danger is we can expect their evolution to continue at a rapid pace. Okay. So, sounds like at some point we need more words, exactly. Davis. Sounds like at some point we need to kind of travel into the red mist and find out their hatcheries. So sounds like that's going to be inevitable. Let's see. Let's finish the scan here, see what else we uncover, and then we'll move on to another waypoint.
Research complete.
So we finished another autopsy. Excuse me. So this is the Mind Fragger, the thing that took over Jack on that last mission. Alright, let me see what they're telling us here. Bioweapon designed to control and possibly abduct human subjects. Creature's head detaches from the body during an attack. Oh, I didn't notice that. Wow. Becoming permanently linked to its host. Pardon me. Fortunately, killing the attached creature will remove it safely, restoring the victim to her normal state of mind. Okay, we did see that. Genetic origins, 22% arthropoid, 3% human, 75% unknown. So again, with the unknown DNA. Function, mind control. The precise mechanism is unknown. Reproduction, eggs from hatcheries and Pandoran colonies. Mobility, very fast, but unable to climb or jump high. Oh, I didn't realize that. Because the thing that attacked Jack looked like it jumped like hell. Take the high ground. But if we were up on the second level, it wouldn't have been able to get to him. That's good to know for the future. Alright. Weakness, easy to kill, very vulnerable to explosives. Oh, we can use explosives on him. Well, not when it's attached to him, I guess. Once attached, dispatch it with a single-shot weapon in order to minimize damage to a victim. Okay, so the one move I was thinking about using where basically having Husky try to shoot it off his head that we ended up not using because King bashed it off his head. Apparently, we can use a single-shot weapon to kill it, even while it's on the head, so that's good to know. Although I would still think we have to carefully aim the shot. Like, you don't want the shot to go through the creature and through your soldier's head. I still think you probably want to kind of, hit it in one of the more fleshy parts that's hanging off his head. Sounds safer to me, anyway. Alright, so yeah, some of this intel, stuff we could have used before we started the last mission because we didn't know what we were dealing with, but luckily we lucked out. We picked the right way to kill it.
Mind Fraggers. Funny how that crude name our soldiers came up with stuck. Appropriate, I suppose. These vile creatures personify everything that makes the Pandorans so despicable. They are designed to rob us of our will, of our humanity.
Okay, so this is I guess what, an email from New Jericho. I mean, I don't disagree with what he's saying. I would like to meet these people, though, to try to evaluate who should I support and who shouldn't I. All right, let's finish this scan and then we'll move on.
Research complete.
All right, more research done. Onieric Delirium Index. I don't even know what that is. I forgot. This will allow us to keep track of the strength of the unknown mental phenomenon caused by the Pandoran presence, which appears to be increasing in severity as they expand their grip on our world. As the ODI increases, more humans will experience nightmares, hallucinations, detachment from reality, and eventually brain seizures and death. We have estimated a tipping point for ODI beyond which the human race cannot be saved. Oh, so maybe this is why the one guy had a nightmare. There's some kind of, I don't know, mental effect from being close to the creatures, I guess. Alright. I feel like I need to know a little bit more about that, but something to be aware of. The ODI meter displays the current intensity of Onieric delirium. At 100%, humanity cannot be saved. Oh, so this is like the Doom tracker in XCOM. Okay. So that gives us basically a failure condition for the game, for the campaign. Alright, so what are they telling us now? A lot of words, guys. Sorry about that, but my first time going through it. So ODI, so let me see what it says. One of the last things Dr. Symes worked on before leaving Phoenix Point was the ODI, an attempt to quantify the explained mental influence of the Pandorans. Yeah, we kind of just read that. He feared the frequent reports of strange nightmares and hallucinations might be attributable to something more than psychological trauma, perhaps some form of telepathic attack. Okay. Under different circumstances, the idea may have seemed fanciful, but even Phoenix Project operatives have reported similar phenomena. We should complete his research. Understood. Yeah, sounds important. All right, so right now our ODI is a 6%. What did it say if we got to, what was it, 60%? Humanity is lost? Too many words, too many numbers. I can't keep all that stuff in my head. But I can probably read the wiki off stream to figure that out. Beats me. Yeah. All right. Let me see. Is there anything else we're going to do here? Finish our scan, I guess.
Scan complete.
Scan's completed. All right. So I think one thing I'm going to do, and I'm wondering how much I want to do before we wrap the stream, is I want to double back to this one beacon way on the far east, kind of on whatever island this is here. Synedrian research project completed. What was that? Poison weapons. I didn't see that. So let me see. What is my personnel stamina right now? They lost 5%. Oh, okay. Or 5 points rather. Let me double back to here. I want to find out what's at this base before we continue further west, because I kind of missed that one. The widening gyre. What? Several members of base personnel have been caught sleepwalking and drew elliptical shapes on the walls in an overlapping, almost hypnotic pattern that induced feelings of anxiety in onlookers. On walking, the individuals were confused but otherwise unaffected. All of them reported dreams of flight. All right, so we're starting to have a lot of these weird dreams and hallucinations, apparently. So at least that time we didn't get any negative stamina effects, I guess, or whatever. All right, let's finish our scan. Echoes of the Fall exploration site. Oh, okay. Our operatives have discovered an abandoned Phoenix Project facility. The facility was part of the Phoenix Project's short-lived astronautics program, which ended with the disastrous Phoenix 2 mission to the moon. The site was converted into a storage bunker in 1992, and appears to have remained untouched since some point in the early 2000s. Search the site. All available resources have been recovered. Despite its history, this place is really little more than a warehouse now. All right, so we got some raw material. We got 190 material, 110 tech, and 170 food. Wow, nice food haul. But our ODI index is creeping up, went up another 1%. All right. So we've never been this far east before. I think it's a good place for us to do another scan if we can. Let's do another area scan from here, see what comes up. Again, the recommendations being that exploration is the key to driving the campaign. Welcome back, Scott. Alright, what do we got now? Old enemy, new enemy. Message. There have been increasing reports of severely mutated humans attacking patrols throughout the world. These creatures, referred to as the Forsaken, are rapacious and have already ambushed several New Jericho and Disciples of Anu patrols. Extreme caution is advised when visiting exploration sites. Okay. Yeah, we keep hearing about Disciples of Anu and New Jericho, but I can't find them. I haven't met them yet. Alright, we got some more points to the east. These are new. Finish the scan, and then I think we'll probably wrap here. Alright, another message from our...
New Jericho continues to expand its military capabilities, this time with a new class of soldier. The technician, robotic arms, cranial input hubs. It all sounds very impressive, and we are not exactly opposed to this development. But we do wonder, when is New Jericho going to invest in anything other than war?
Okay. So, we've only met this group, Synedrian. So they seem like kind of the intellectual, you know, sociological type faction, right? So we have New Jericho, they seem more like the militaristic faction. And whatever the other one is, Disciples of Anu, they seem like more the religious fanatic type faction. So that's kind of how I'm, from all these communications I'm seeing. To me, that seems like how you kind of categorize the groups and what we have to deal with. So, you know, all this stuff is, you know, this politics is new to me. I didn't have to deal with this in XCOM. It's just find the aliens, shoot them in the face, right? That was XCOM. This is a little bit more nuanced than that.
We need to achieve some kind of peace. And we in Synedrion aren't unwilling to fight. But winning is more than just building the biggest army. To win, we need a functional infrastructure. We need people who can plan. We need a system that works.
All right, well, thank you for reading that to me, because I'm tired of reading it. But in the meantime, we keep seeing ratings about how each of these factions feel about each other. I don't care how they feel about each other, but I want to meet the other two factions so I can make a judgment for myself as to, you know, which ones I think are going to be useful to us. I don't know that I like this part of the game, but we're still really early in the campaign. I guess I'll have to see how it goes.
Scan complete.
All right, so we're done with our scan here. Let me see. In the meantime, do we have any other research in the queue? We have nothing queued. So we have now completed all available research. Yeah, so in XCOM, this would be the part where Dr. Valen would just be sitting around twiddling her thumbs, I guess, because she's got nothing to do. So our soldiers still kind of took a hit from whatever those, you know, psychic effects were, and they need more stamina. So I think at this point we're going to have to return to base just so they can rest up. Actually, we have another base. I think they can return to either base at this point. Well, no. I think our base 1 only has a... What do they call it? Living quarters. Base 2 doesn't have it. We can build it, but right now it doesn't have it. Living quarters is what's necessary to replenish stamina. Medical facilities are what replenishes health, but you need living quarters to replenish stamina. Which probably means it's worth us starting to build another one in this second base that we discovered. Make that base useful. It's not going to be as useful to us if we don't have living quarters. Also, we never did start repairing this training facility. What did that cost us? 70 material, 28 tech. And we got a good amount of both now. That might be worth doing. Before I commit to that, though, let's take a look and see what does it cost us to build living quarters here. We should probably also start building maybe food production here. Food seems to never go to waste in this game. Whatever food your soldiers don't consume, you can trade. So it might be worth us always building, you know, food facilities. Kind of like in XCOM 1, always be building satellites, right? Maybe we should always be building food. All right, let me see. So living quarters here costs us 250 material and 10 tech and 1 power. All right, what is our current power utilization? We repaired the energy generator. We now have 20 power. Med base consuming 1, but it's not functional right now. So yeah, I think we can do that. Let's build a living quarters here. We can have like an eastern operating base maybe. So that takes 2 days. I don't know. But in the meantime, I guess we can just go straight back to our home base. Unless it takes us 2 days to get here, then we can just rest there. Handy? Yeah, it could be handy. I mean, again, this is all new, so I don't really know the value of everything. Gotta feel it out as we go along. You know what, let's travel here and see how long it takes us to get there. 2 hours. Alright, so no, that's not going to be ready by the time we need it to be. Did we recover anything? We did not. Alright, so we might as well go back to Phoenix Point. And just recover there. Alright, so they're rested and restored. And we don't have any active research right now. Wait, did we get new equipment from manufacturer? I'm trying to figure out what this little exclamation point is for. Oh, we did! So we got some new weapons. Look at this. So, the Goliath grenade launcher. Oh, I like the sound of that. And Goliath magazines. F yeah, we got a grenade launcher. So I'm guessing that goes to our heavies, probably. What does it cost to make it? 175 material, 15 tech. So some ratings here, 60 blast, 10 shred. So she shred a lot of armor. GG, yeah, GG to us, thanks. It takes us 1 day and 6 hours to make 1 unit. The magazines are instant. Carries 8 rounds. Has 2 weight, so yeah, it's not a light weapon. And two-handed weapon, okay. Should I make one of these now? Scott said, just drove Hamburg multiplayer. Had trouble with Ibis. Wrong HOF, you think? Oh, okay. But you managed to finish the run okay? Oh, GG. So many HOF files for Hamburg, yeah. Yeah, especially Hamburg day and night. Katie says, BRB, okay, Katie. Alright, I mean, I want to make one of these, but we had four figures worth of materials, and now we're kind of getting low. I just don't know. But what the hell, we're here to learn as much as anything. So let's put one in the queue and figure out who can use it. I'm assuming it's our heavy, but we'll see. Scott says, is it in the manual which to use? Oh, you mean for the HOF files? All right. Also, our so-called Doom tracker has gained another point. So, I don't know how fast this thing advances, and also don't know what we can do to reverse it. Again, I'm probably going to do some reading in the built-in wiki to kind of figure out some more about that. Actually, we can look at it right here. Is there anything more here? It doesn't say. All right. Because I know, like in XCOM, you could always kind of excuse me, reduce panic by launching satellites over member countries and a couple other things. Terror missions and council missions to reduce panic. So I'm guessing there must be a similar mechanic in this game to reduce the ODI. But we need more information. All right. So write this one. All right, on that note, guys, I think I'm going to save the game and end our session for here. For tonight. Was hoping to pick up kind of a little bit more of the combat pace in this. Unfortunately, we only covered one combat mission tonight. It was a good mission. I think we were pretty successful. But I would like to get us into more combat missions, and we seem to, you know, in this session, just go through more exploration and just we seem like we read a lot of political emails. I mean, I don't know what you guys thought. I mean, it's just, I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know how I feel about the politics part of this game. Seems to be a bit much of it, and not all of it is face to face. I need to get face to face with our, you know, our fellow humans, I guess, more. If their contribution is going to have more impact on the game, and it's just taking too long to me. You're right. You agree, Daffys? Yeah. Yeah. So a little bit less talky, ready, and a little bit more shooty in the facey would be my preference. But you know, maybe it'll pick up. So, you know, keeping an open mind, and, you know, we'll see what happens, right? But, yeah, thanks, folks. Appreciate your patience as we kind of peel the onion on this game, which, you know, again, is a new game for me. I'm enjoying the mechanics of it. I'm just not sure what I think of the overall story and the lore so far. But, again, trying to keep an open mind, and, you know, we'll see what happens. All right, folks. Yeah, thank y'all. Appreciate everybody for hanging out. Thank you for the new recruits who joined Phoenix Point tonight. Husky and King. Good work tonight, Husky. That was a nice headshot to finish off our mission. And so, yeah, guys, so I still have 10 people on the, 9 people on the list total. Well, 7 now, because Husky and King already picked their soldiers. So if anybody else is looking to adopt a soldier at this point, you know, please drop in, join us again next Saturday. And, you know, we'll pick you guys a soldier, get you, you know, customized to your liking, and put them to work, and hopefully I'll, you know, be able to keep you alive. I mean, that's not guaranteed, of course, but we'll do the best we can. All right, everybody. So I'm going to say goodnight while I can, while I still have a voice left. Everybody enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. Thanks again. Take care. Have a great night. Talk to you later.